2, 1.
My balls dropped.
Welcome back, boys.
Not as funny the second time.
Nah, it wasn't. But
Having
like
deja vu.
listen, like I was saying, it's
Cheers.
cheers again.
Yep.
Cheers.
Yeah, we're gonna
Cheers,
do it again.
cheers.
We fucked
Okay.
up the first time. Cheers,
fuck it.
baby.
That's fine.
We hired a producer and
Drill
he
down
fucked
there.
everything up and shit.
Yeah, you can
Thanks,
go home
pal,
now.
to
Thank
you.
you.
But today's National Dab Day, bro. We gotta dab it up.
No, we don't.
No?
Oh
Oh
Are you crazy, bro? There's a tropical storm coming.
My God.
We'll travel half the country in the middle of a riot, but we're not going to do dabs during a storm.
All right,
So I'll take that journey by myself. So screw you guys.
So this is we're gonna name this as a collab. We have
Crossover.
it's a crossover, yeah, crossover. So we call this Fucked Up Friday. Read it, bitches. So Fucked Up Friday, it's gonna be consisting of 3 pendejos and 2 doom men. We have myself, Jamie, Justin, Javier.
Yep.
You got Captain Chris over here.
What's going on, boys?
You got Skaggs over here,
Yo.
and you got producer Trill over there. He was nice enough to come and produce for a little bit in his little tiny box of a hole over there, and we appreciate you.
Hobby hole.
His hobby hole.
I'm so
little
glad.
hole
Like,
barreled
I
away.
sparked a whole line of homo ways that
Yep.
are just like corners and closets.
Yeah, I mean you're the
You had a
master of
hobby
finding
hole
small.
in South Carolina.
Hit me?
Yeah.
I
That
probably-
little. That,
Yeah,
Oh, the little
couch.
couch.
Little chair, yeah.
The couch is comfortable as shit, though. I'll tell you that much. But
Yeah, it was.
Nigga, you always fall asleep on the couch.
I
yo.
fall asleep anywhere, bro. I fall asleep right here, bro.
Fall asleep on a
I just
dining
had
room table.
KFC. I'll fall asleep right in this fucking
Oh
chair
my
while this whole
God.
podcast is going on.
Oh,
Oh,
I have the
the
top
best
of the
picture
table?
of you sleeping on that table, man. You look like you're
the
crucified
cabin?
to it. Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
With the light on my body,
the
like,
light on you
like,
and
yeah.
everything.
And the Pornhub hat.
Yeah, it's the Pornhub hat,
Oh, the infamous hat.
the infamous Pornhub hat.
The beauty
Yo,
is
whenever I get my own place, I'm gonna make there's gonna be Easter eggs of everybody hidden throughout the house, and one of them I'm gonna make it look like it's a signed baseball player's hat, but it's gonna be Ortiz's Pornhub hat in the little
frame.
glass case.
the beauty is of every time he passes out and someone wants to take a photo of another person passed out, he always has the porn hat.
Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
could always be making money.
Yeah.
Always. He bought me. Trill actually bought me that Pornhub hat. He hit me up. He goes, "Hey, listen, there's a pop-up shop at Pornhub. I'm gonna go." He goes, "They have amazing hats here. They have a regular logo with the orange, and they have a full black one." And I was like, "Get me the all black,"
Give me the
because I want
blacked out
people
one.
to literally be like, "Is that a Pornhub hat?" Yes, it is. I want them to break the ice first, and it happens all the time. It's so
Yo,
funny.
what about that fucking video that went viral of the Spanish dude shooting the porn? And he's eating the eclair.
That would be me.
And he fucking gives it to the
Oh
dude,
my
and
Yeah.
she bites
God.
it. And
Yeah,
her
you remember that one?
her face is just, oh my god, it was fucking hysterical. This little video.
Yeah,
and
so
the
the-
dude looks just like him.
Yes. So this guy literally had a camera over the guy's shoulder while he was doing doggy style with this chick, and he had a fucking eclair, and he just he eats it, he looks at it, waves, and then gives it to the guy as they're having sex for a porn shoot, which is amazing.
Oh, boy.
That's a dream come true.
What I love about that moment, because only in porn could a woman be having sex and a guy not give a shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Any other
Yeah.
time is it's grateful, gratitude. Thank you so much for lowering yourself to please me. But in porn, it's like no, just a job.
No, this guy.
Oh,
Where's your mask?
You happy?
She
You happy
masked.
now?
I actually really am happy now.
I'm not so sure about my seating.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get right into it. So we formatted this to be very interesting while we get absolutely
Annihilated.
retarded. So we're gonna have some philosophical conversations, kind of smart conversations while we're dumb. And so we created topics. Actually, our producer Trill came up with some topics, and we're gonna talk about them. So if you want to start off, whatever you got over there.
All right.
Let us know.
So, yeah, you guys heard about the federal officers worried about Ghislaine Maxwell trying to kill herself?
Ghislaine.
Yeah.
Ghislaine, whatever.
Yeah.
He yelled at me too about that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. What is it? What is it? A dark skin thing? Jesus. What do you guys went to the same elementary school?
Don't worry about it, nigga. Damn. School of Hard Knocks, nigga. Educate ourselves out
no,
here.
you didn't go to school hard.
So what was it?
I
The
saw your
federal
grammar school pictures.
the
with that
federal
fucking
officers are
afro.
worried.
Yeah,
Chubby
so
cheeks.
essentially
Fuck
the
outta here.
officers are just worried about her killing herself or offing herself before she has to go on
Alright.
trial.
Let her
or
kill
whatever.
herself. Fuck
Wait,
you.
I got
No,
a
no,
question
no,
for you
no,
guys.
no,
I got a
no,
question for
no.
you guys. How long
Oh,
do you think it's
Deadpool?
gonna take? Yes,
Deadpool?
Deadpool. How long do you think it's gonna take for
She's-
her to off herself?
Oh,
She's
man.
dead before September.
I don't think she's gonna kill herself because it'd be too obvious, right? And the people in charge of all this shit are not gonna let it
They
happen
can't let
because
these names out.
they don't want to like acknowledge the fact that it happened,
Yeah.
right? So they're not gonna let her kill herself. They'll just like quietly put her in jail. You won't hear anything about it.
Now,
True.
do you think?
True. The El Chapo case, man,
Yeah.
that should be nationwide news, and
not,
not even
yeah.
a single fucking news station covered it. So that very well could happen.
Like if she killed herself, it'd be so obvious.
But,
It'd be onto it's obviously confirmed now. They're not gonna allow it to be confirmed
I think
by doing something like that.
I think the information she has, there's no way they could quietly do this because it's going to implicate most likely Bill Clinton. It might even implicate Donald Trump. Everyone loves those pictures from back in the 90s, but whatever. There is legit proof of Bill Clinton sitting in the fucking plane with young girls around him that she fucking took and that she fucking lured onto the plane and shipped them off to Sex Fuck Island.
Sex fuck island.
There's so remember I said something that I heard earlier today about Epstein's Island. There's an island not too far away from it, and apparently conspiracy. I haven't done any looking into this. I literally read it
What
maybe
time
a
is
few
there?
hours
Captain
ago.
Strength. Do
Yeah.
no research.
Dude,
great.
no. I just found this today. That's why I didn't
Okay.
even know this was going to be a question or anything like this over here. And they're saying Joe Biden owns a private island not too far from Jeffrey Epstein's island.
Wow.
None of that's
Well, he
Some
does
way.
touch like women,
Yeah.
young women,
Yeah.
very
Who would
inappropriately.
love their
yeah.
own private sex?
Those have
island?
been totally ignored throughout this presidential fucking cycle. All
Yep.
those creep videos. Yeah, he's like touching little girls and shit.
Yeah, and then
The fuck is that?
he's telling black people, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. It's amazing.
Yeah, that one everybody saw though.
That was
The other
fucking
one-
hilarious.
Yeah, but then they
Yeah.
all forgot about it.
That's true.
And what about
crazy.
the 8 women who had sexual assault charges against him? I can't even remember that woman's name anymore. There was literally in the news, fucking, he
Yeah.
had sexual assault charges against him,
Damn.
and just poof, gone. They taxpayer money gave that to them instead of just
Gone.
walk away. $2 million.
Shit.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
He
I'm
should
Sold
have
me
touched
for
me.
$2 million.
He should have touched me, goddammit. Fuck.
Hey, Trump is definitely the deal man because he only paid Stormy Daniels what, like $300,000.
Yeah.
Joe Biden had to pay a couple million. So who got the better deal out of that? Leave it that way.
Negotiations.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
just
God.
funny how all these politicians are like millionaires. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's
amazing.
crazy. So much money.
Yeah. Why do you need those millions of dollars? Oh, hush money.
How do
If they would have
get
just
those
came in and said,
millions
"Hey,
of
hush
dollars?
money," oh,
How do they get the millions of dollars?
yeah, that's the thing. How do all of them?
How
have
are you a
millionaires?
public servant who, on the record, gets $200,000-$300,000 a year, and then at the end of the year, your net worth has increased by $6, $7, $8 million?
It's ridiculous.
But since you're a conspiracy theorist, like I said on our last episode, this is a perfect story for conspiracy theorists because
it's
there's
a great
no
one.
right or
Oh,
wrong.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
everything is viable and everything is like it could be possible because last week Barr, who's the Attorney General, went up to the prosecutor of the Southern District of New York and he goes, "I think it's best for you to step down." And the Southern District Attorney was like, "Dude, you're the interim Attorney General. No, I'm not stepping down." Then the next day, Trump was like, "Yeah, you're fired." Reality TV show style was like, "Yeah, you're fired." But it's just, I don't believe in coincidence. You just get this lady. She's gonna be on trial in a case.
So what are you
And then-
trying to imply that they fired the guy he was protecting them and now a new
So
guy
they're gonna
came
put
in?
a new guy in, maybe squeeze him in to side with Maxwell, not give her a great heavy penalty.
Another deal.
Think
getting
about
made
it.
Without
That's true.
the people being involved, even though
It's
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
could-
gonna make a deal and she won't talk basically.
essentially.
Yeah.
But I think that she made a deal with them no matter what to get caught. There's no way
Yeah.
that she just got caught. They probably were like, "This is what we're gonna do." Bro, she went to New Hampshire.
Honestly,
Yeah,
dude,
what a random
she
place.
didn't go anywhere else.
All
She
right,
went.
hon.
She stood in the States.
Yeah. Was she there the whole time and they didn't know where she was, or they knew where she was? And
They didn't
Let's-
know.
They didn't know.
Oh, damn.
Let's think this through, though, for a second. If you were going to take down the most powerful people on the planet, you have to do some planning ahead.
Yeah.
Would you just
Yeah.
let yourself get arrested? No. Once Epstein was caught or once he was killed or whatever, and everybody knew Maxwell was the next link in this chain, and she had... I just went flat in the head. That's
I think you went flat in your own head.
Yeah.
no. The sound cut right out, bro.
Oh, we can all hear you.
Oh,
I hear
okay,
you,
well.
yeah. It's like when
anyway.
I play Call of Duty, bro. You can never hear yourself.
Once fucking like once they knew she like had all the books and knew where all the bodies were and what was going on that island and shit, she probably sold out everyone like right there and then. It was like, give me my freedom for now.
Yeah.
Let's set up the blocks and do who we need to investigate on. And now that she's arrested or put away, she's in super solitary confinement with no clothes and no sheets. Who really knows where she is? It could be a fucking hotel room for all we know. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but think of it, if she gave up everyone and dude, half of Hollywood and Congress is about to go down, that would be insane. You would have to get a lot of ducks in the row to
So you're
take
saying
care
she
of
already
something like
gave
that.
them up, though?
Maybe. It could be
you're
a whole
fucking
ploy
static.
to. It could be a whole ploy to get to take everyone down as well.
Could be.
If she's giving everyone up and they found her in New Hampshire, she probably has already given everyone up.
Yeah, she was in like our backyard basically here this whole time.
That's what I said.
I thought she was in like the South America
Argentina,
somewhere.
yeah, something like
Yeah,
You know,
some
Deep
some
in the
country
jungle or
that
some
can't
shit.
extradite her.
Nah,
That
chilling
would have
in our
been
own
the
backyard,
we.
bro.
Like I said, we
It's
would have
odd
been
that she was still
if
here.
the FBI or anybody was coming after us, we would be smart enough to be like, all right, who can't extradite it once we're in the country. We would have went there
Russia.
like that.
Switzerland maybe.
Gone.
Russia,
So, yeah.
Gone. That's it. You know, it's that simple.
Hell
but
yeah.
I just feel like all this stuff is shady shit, and this should be a movie. This should be
I
into
think
a
it will
one
be.
day it will be.
played by
yeah.
That's not
Jeffrey
done.
Epstein's gonna be Tom Hanks, and then Ghislaine Maxwell's gonna be what's her
Charlize
name?
Theron or something.
Charlize Theron or who can we go with? Meryl Streep. We'll have to CGI her young.
Years ago, yeah.
No, Chrissy Teigen.
Chrissy
Oh my
Teigen.
God.
Oh shit.
Another one.
Who does she look like? Who would play Ghislaine Maxwell perfectly? Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, but I could see her
But
play.
that's
I can
because
see her play.
Hathaway's amazing.
She is. She is gorgeous. She cut her hair for Les Mis really short, which would work perfectly. Wow, Ghislaine Maxwell, you bitch. What a fucking loser, huh? She's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
But what else you got for us?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we also have our buddy, Mr. Mayor de Blasio.
Oh, this is
Oh,
cap
boy.
written all over it.
BLM in front of the Trump Towers.
Black Lives
That
Matter
was-
in front of Trump Towers.
Dude.
You have the spotlight, kid.
Dude, that horrible video that we fucking saw, the dude in the Bronx getting the drive-by shooting while holding his daughter's hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not even a blip on the fucking radar. But you, the fucking mayor of the city that this happened in, some little girl was holding her father's hand and his head got shot. Like, that's ridiculous. And you're in
You're
front of Trump
painting
Tower.
a Black Lives
Yeah.
Matter thing, like yeah.
You're
You
in
brought up a
Trump-
good
in
point.
front of Trump Tower with a smile on from ear
Yeah,
to
he was
ear,
dancing.
painting,
I
yeah.
talked to my dad today. My dad was laughing. He's like, he was dancing. It's like people are dying, and this guy's dancing
Yeah.
as he paints.
Yeah.
Oh, you did something. Yeah.
And what a
Really
what a
helped people.
fucking what a trap. You're gonna put this in front of Trump Tower. Trump's gonna, of course, tweet something crazy,
Oh, yeah.
and everybody's
Round
gonna
and round
lose
we
their
go.
shit.
Yeah.
Round and round we go. Everyone's gonna lose their shit, and then that's gonna be the way to say, "Oh, Trump hates black people." Trump, like just it's
Because
just
we never had a
around
way to
and
say
around.
that before.
Thank you. Well, yeah, it's been said plenty. Yeah.
Here's the thing about this guy De Blasio, though. You brought up a good point today on Facebook.
Yeah.
Instead of actually, using city money
yeah.
to do this, I'm sorry, I don't think Black Lives Matter is stupid at all. I believe in it. However, this whole pandering, bro, is really getting to people because this guy hasn't been for our city. Shootings has been up for how long?
Dude,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The police say that the city's like.
Yeah. It's
They
gone way
feel
up.
like the city.
It's
turned
back
their
in the
back
70s
on-
and
yeah.
80s. It's
Yeah.
Gotham City right now.
literally Gotham
it's
City.
going to get to Gotham City to the point where it's ridiculous. You had something like how many shootings? Like 80. It's homicides is up 400%
Yeah, it's crazy.
in the city.
Dude,
Okay,
you know-
and this guy's over here.
Right. It's
hey,
so
hey, look what I'm
disrespectful.
doing.
It's
Look what I'm
disrespectful.
doing. Like, no, you need to really fucking focus like 100% of what's going on because people are dying. Like, the fuck you. And then you have COVID cases. You have that, and this guy hasn't done anything for this. He hasn't stepped up once and like been a mayor. Like, he's just
pandering. To
he just
everything
he just
at all
shows
times
up
of the
if
day.
someone's like, hey, listen, there's a great photo op over here. Just show up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all he does.
His
That's all he
wife
does.
lost $1 billion, and no one is auditing her.
Yeah.
I wish I could
Oh
do that.
yeah.
Okay, I mean, yeah, they gave her $1 billion to figure out why COVID spreads quicker in black communities. They're like trying to say like COVID's racist, and they gave her all this money to do this study, and it disappeared like instantly. Like it was like Monday, here's the billion, Tuesday, and it's gone. Like
Damn.
It's crazy.
yeah, and there's
No questions, no investigation.
nothing. And also De Blasio fucking is outlawing all large gatherings because the city's kind of starting to lock down a little bit more since cases
For no
are
reason
spiking.
either. We're
Yeah.
doing fine here.
Yeah.
The numbers have gone up here.
The death rate is the lowest it's been in a while.
I'm saying in New York, like the numbers are all good right now.
Yeah.
But they're relocking down because what is happening
Because
elsewhere.
in other states, yeah. So they're
It's like
saying
it's like
they're
unwarranted.
saying
No, it's actually definitely warranted at this point.
Why?
Because anyone can come to New York City from any other state to.
No, they can't.
basically-
There's a fucking law
There's a
saying
No,
two-week
that's why it's
quarantine now.
warranted to have the quarantine
yes, they're just
as well as
locking us
lockdown
in
now.
our.
no, they're
'Cause we
locking
still
us
have to
down
keep the-
again.
Yeah.
Like
'Cause we
I
have to
understand
keep
not
the
letting
door
people.
closed.
Right, I understand not letting people from another state here or having them to quarantine. But why are you closing restaurants in New York?
Yeah.
Like New Yorkers
Yeah.
could still go to them and eat at them only.
If you close down the state, everybody should be able to use the state.
I understand closing
but the
down
thing
letting
is, you
people
can
in, but why are you closing down what we can do in our own state? Like,
Yeah.
Well, the whole point is we still have to keep separation, distance, and avoid any kind of like large gatherings where people that wouldn't normally interact still have a place to intersect.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like honestly, just on the fucking subway. No, this is like it's social
Yeah.
bubbles
Yeah,
when
yeah,
you,
you got the floor.
constantly revolve around the same
Yeah.
people. You all know each other. That's why we're able to see each other. We know as soon as someone goes out of town, that's it. They're like ostracized for like 2 weeks. Like it's gonna be very interesting having to certain significant others to be like you gotta sleep in the other room. But the whole point of trying to keep everything locked down is because we all intersect at different places, different locations. Fucking coming from Connecticut, people going to Jersey, people all over the city. On the subways, people aren't wearing masks. The point is, just fucking make it 2-3 more weeks. We made it this far.
But it ain't gonna be 2 or 3
then
more
2 or
weeks.
3
Yeah.
more weeks
Then
from
it's gonna
now,
be
they're
another
gonna
2-3
extend it
weeks.
It's
another
gonna be
2 or
another
3 more
2 or 3
weeks.
weeks.
Bro, when this whole
Because
thing
people are saying
started,
the
they
same
said,
thing.
"Yo, it was just gonna be a week, bro,"
Yeah.
and
Oh,
that was
yeah.
100+ days ago for me at work, man.
Yeah. Dude, we gave up our rights and we thought we were gonna get them back. That's the
I'm not even
problem.
saying that
What
all that
rights do we
stuff
give
should
up,
be
though?
done. Like that stuff should have been done, but Cuomo was constantly about the statistics and the numbers. He's like, the numbers got to meet these certain criteria, and then I'll open, and they do, and they still do right now. But we're like reclosing again. I understand you want to block people from other places like Florida. There's like a lot of people sick there now, right? So if you don't want to let anybody from Florida in here, sure, fine. But like I said, why me, all of us here, why can't we go to a bar in
Yeah.
New York that we know is like of people that are not sick? Statistically, most New Yorkers are not sick, so it's safe to do stuff. I'm not saying not wear a mask either. Like, you should definitely wear a mask too.
Hypothetically, think of it this way: you work here, the bar's there, you live over there. Everyone has those same 3 points. Where they live, where they work, could be nowhere near you. So basically, you're exposed to your normal normal surroundings, plus you're exposed to everyone else's normal surroundings. All it takes is one person to get sick somewhere, to shake a hand, sneeze in someone's face, make out with someone off Tinder,
That's fucked up.
for that
Sneezing in
shit to
somebody's
spread.
face.
Yeah,
That's
fucked up.
basic. You gotta watch the subway. That's all.
Alright.
I'm
Bro,
saying.
if somebody sneezed in my face, I will punch
Fighting
somebody
time.
square in the fucking mouth,
All
yo.
right, so here to tie it all into when we were talking about De Blasio. So I understand what you're saying, where anybody from anywhere can infect you. So De Blasio has shut down any large gatherings other than Black Lives Matter protests. So if all Black Lives Matter protests could go up to 1,000 people, 1,000 different people from coming from a different 1,000, 3 points of interest to go and protest, that's okay. But eating in a restaurant at 50%
Okay.
capacity is not allowed.
What do you see at all those protests?
People arm in arm, close together, hundreds of people.
Wearing masks.
So what? What's the whole social distancing rule for then? And a lot of people aren't wearing masks also.
A lot of people are not wearing masks in all the videos that we're seeing of these violent protesters?
I've seen.
I'm not even calling them violent
No,
protesters.
I'm saying that's how you portray in the news. All right, ignore that completely.
Still,
They're-
if
they're
1,000
all-
people show up, you can't tell me 1,000 people showing up in one spot isn't going to spread this virus more than a small restaurant that could seat 15 people. I'd much rather be in the restaurant with 15 people eating instead of 1,000 people arm in arm walking down the street.
Okay, so hypothetically, how many of these restaurants are opening up for the 10, 15 people? If the restaurants could start
Plenty
opening
of
up.
them.
Plenty.
There was
Several hundred?
Probably.
Several hundred, each seating 10 people. Several hundred becomes what? Several thousand.
But you're going to just one restaurant. You're not visiting every restaurant.
Yes, but you're going to go to one restaurant one week.
But you're coming into less contact with people than one giant.
You're coming
march.
into more contact than if there wasn't a restaurant
then
open.
fine. So I understand where your point's coming from. But now, if you wanted to do a Blue Lives Matter march, that's not allowed to happen. If you wanted to do a march to protect police or to show that you are for the police department and that you don't want them to be defunded,
Has
you're not
anyone
allowed to do
organized
that.
those marches?
Yeah,
Yes.
they have. I've seen them.
So
Morris Park.
they exist.
Yeah,
they happen.
I've seen them.
So what do you mean they're not happening?
But those would be considered outlaws.
Are they?
Compared,
I've seen them happening though.
De Blasio just said no large gatherings today other than Black Lives Matter
Did
protests.
he say specifically
Today.
Black Lives Matter
Yes.
protests or just protests? I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, because
Where the Carfax? Where the Carfax on that?
Hey, producer.
Hey, boo boo.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
How you doing over there?
But you both got great points. Honestly, it's a yep. What do you got?
It's true. Yeah, it says it on Fox News. NYC Black Lives Matter marches can continue despite large event ban. De Blasio says.
You want to
this-
double back on something real funny real quick?
What?
Losing what was it, $1 billion to find out why it's happening in lower income and black communities? Because they're allowing the march.
Yeah. Yeah. That's where the money went.
And also,
That's where the money went to fund all this.
how many nurses, doctors, practitioners, essential workers are Hispanic, Latino, black,
Yeah.
and lower income families?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It hits the Latinos and the African Americans. It's like huge.
Right?
That wasn't me. Who was that?
What was that?
And
There's this guy.
that didn't cost us anything.
Who just burped? This fucking guy. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy what's going on. You guys got great points. This is my frustration with this whole thing, with the going back and forth, is small businesses are fucking hurting.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were talked about this week, and you too. Delta is about to lay off 36,000 employees. Okay,
Yep.
That's just
a
the
lot of people.
beginning of what's about to happen in the future.
After collecting
Because
how
once
many
that goes
millions of
down,
dollars?
that's 36,000 people. Once that goes down, the economy, it's just a domino effect from there. One's going to go down, another's going to go down. The government, do they have the best intentions for us? Who the fuck knows at this point? Is it more of, I'm just waiting to see after the election to see where we're at.
Dude, let me elaborate on what you said about the
where the
fucking
whole
people getting laid
story,
off, too.
where the whole narrative changes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because then if it changes, then that
You knew it
means
was a
this
lie.
whole fucking virus that doesn't make any sense.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? But yeah,
Oh, I was going to say, you said that they're laying off 36,000 workers, right? The coronavirus aid package gave, what was it, Delta, right? Or whatever airline company was,
Yeah.
gave them like $500 million or some
Yep.
shit. And it was with like strings of ties. You can't lay anyone off. So they were like, okay. Now they're just laying people off.
That was the buyout package for
Yeah.
what
You know what I mean? Like,
Maxwell's gonna fucking.
You
drop
can't
on.
lay anybody off. We're gonna give you this money. It's literally, we're gonna give you this money, but you can't lay anybody off. And they said okay, and they agreed to it. They took the money, and now they're still laying people off. And there's just gonna be nothing.
yeah. Do you
That was our money.
No, they
Right?
were
That was our
waiting.
tax money.
They
that we
were
paid
waiting.
for
They were
everything.
waiting to lay them off.
Do you want to hear something absolutely fucking asinine though? So that's a big business, right? So they got that stimulus bill, which nobody likes socialism, but I'm sorry to tell you guys, that's a form of socialism. It's when you
Yeah.
give people money.
Yep.
Capitalism means that if you're not doing your business well,
fail.
you fucking
Yeah.
fail, and guess what happens
Yeah.
when you fall? Another business
Right.
arises.
Supply and
That's
demand.
what we
Supply
need.
and demand never
Ron
changes.
fucking
Yes.
Swanson.
There's
So-
always going to be a demand for something.
So that's on a
people come.
bigger, grander scale
Yeah.
that the government gave that stimulus bill. Now, how about this one on a smaller, just small, little level? Kanye West and Judd Apatow got loans from the government
Yeah, that's the same.
because they're rich. That was
Yeah,
part of
it's
the
the
bill.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have companies, no? Doesn't Kanye have like a clothing
Check
company?
it up.
Yeah.
How much?
Didn't he get money? He
How
probably got
much?
money
How
for
much
that.
money did he get in his loans?
I don't know.
Just
Yeah,
for
but what did
being
we
Kanye.
get?
Does he
bro?
need it?
What did we get? $1,200.
for
Thanks.
10 weeks.
1,200 for what? It's been fucking 3 months now.
Yeah.
You meaning to tell me that $1,200 is going to support the person whose fucking mortgage is probably $3,000? Get the fuck out of here.
If that's not
I got
socialism, man, I don't know.
I got
what
a
is.
question because I'm a little fuzzy on the like. What are the terms of the loan?
It's a grant. You don't have to pay it
Yeah.
back.
You don't have
own
to pay it
nothing.
back.
Yeah.
You
So
just
then-
they just
It's a
give you
grant.
the
Here's
money,
Enjoy.
to help you for your businesses.
Yeah.
But Kanye is what, a billionaire now?
Yeah.
Like he needed any help.
So
Yeah.
he needed that fucking loan. Go ahead.
The loan was between $2 million and $5 million.
Kanye West, yo, got that much money. He's already a fucking billionaire.
But
isn't
he said something about it because he probably felt some type of way that it was wrong. That's why he only said something, and Judd Apatow too. They got loans for
Wait,
millions
he
of
got
dollars.
$5 million and now
Grant,
he's
not
running for
loans, bro.
president.
Grants.
Grants.
Loans.
Wait, you don't have to pay back.
You have to
Grants.
pay a loan back. Grant. They got free money.
So you're meaning to tell me a billionaire is going to get that grant where they don't have to pay it back? So it's
just
straight into their fucking pocket.
You just got a $5 million check in the mail. That's
And
how
that's
easy
the
it
problem.
is to make
And
money
we got
when you're
1,200.
rich.
This
You
is the
just get
problem.
mailed
And 1,200.
millions.
We got
1,200.
You want to know how you solve all of this?
So,
Stop doing it.
Privatize the IRS.
Isn't it
oh
already?
Lord, I don't know.
No, you because the IRS only has so many people to go after so many people. So imagine if you just triple the number of IRS agents that are out there. All the rich people who've been skirting shit because no one has the time to
Yeah, but
fight
then
them
they
in
just
court.
pay
It's like
for
within the
IRS
rules
agent.
for them to skirt
No,
the
that's a
system.
good point. He's got a good point because
Well, maybe not privatize is the correct word, but
But-
essentially
but-
beef up the IRS.
okay, beef up, but also to competitive. Because what happens is you're getting a Joe Schmo for IRS agents, right? Who went to community college. Not saying they all did, but I'm just saying we're gonna make a scenario here where you have an IRS guy who went to community college. Now you're versing a guy who went to fucking Princeton to be a lawyer, and now he's a corporate lawyer.
But it's
and
not
they
just
have
a lawyer.
They have 200
Teams.
of those lawyers in that one fucking team going up to the IRS, and they have loopholes for days. We're gonna make that hashtag loophole for days. Hit us up, loophole for days, and they will fight to the point where the IRS just gives up because it's just pointless.
Yeah.
Because
Or
That's
they
what you
just
mean. They
pay
could like
them off.
out
Just
litigate
pay
them.
off these
Basically.
that's
kids
exactly
from
what it is.
community college
Exactly
to
what
go
it is,
away.
and that's why corporations get away with what they get away with because the IRS is just like we can't even compete with these people because they have so many people on their payroll.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's all about this.
Offer-
How much
They
this
have too
it
much
means
money.
power.
Money does mean power, and you could do basically.
you could do whatever
anything.
you
could,
want.
Like out fucking spend the IRS.
Yep.
If you some of these people have much. Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yo, Trill, let's pick a fun topic
Yeah.
now.
yeah.
I didn't come here to do our regular show.
Okay. Did you guys hear that Jason Derulo makes $75K per TikTok?
That's
video?
fucking bullshit, bro.
Dude,
That
that
is
shit.
We're gonna
fucking
get rid of TikTok.
bullshit,
We're gonna dive
bro.
right into politics.
That is bullshit, bro.
That
TikTok,
is, yeah.
Yo, who pays him that?
TikTok.
Yeah.
Yo, who owns
AKA
fucking TikTok?
China.
China.
The Chinese.
That's completely.
He knew.
fine.
He was like, "Yeah."
That's a bit of what do you call it? Not it's like clickbait. That's a clickbait article. Because if you think about it, that's just a company paying promotion to have their product out there. That's it. If TikTok
Yeah, but
is
it's
paying,
collecting data.
I don't care
But-
about.
but I know what
leaving
you
the,
mean.
No, leaving the data
I know what you
aside.
mean.
That $75,000 is just TikTok marketing. That's it.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
No,
the
you're talking
idea-
about the actual transfer.
Yeah.
That we don't care about. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That you're correct on that. But dude, as crazy as that is, like, dude, I would do TikTok if they just paid me like $10. You know what I mean? Like,
But that's the way of the world now. It's
Bro,
crazy.
that's insane.
75,000
hey, what are we
per
trying to
upload,
do
and
here?
it's Jason Derulo. He hasn't come out with
And I
anything for
believe
years.
He posts
I
like
thought he died.
every day.
Actually, hey, shout out to Jason Derulo because he is dating my
Oh.
dream girl ever, and she probably heard. Oh, he gets how much for a TikTok video? 75K. I'm in. Jennifer Froome, shout out. Hit me up. She is a smoke show.
I don't know who she is.
Jennifer Froome, she's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
What would you do making $75K like a day?
Smacking people in the face with it.
Just
Do you think they have a limit for that? Do you think they have a limit? Like, you could only. They probably know. China's probably like. You could only post one video, a day
Because you will bankrupt
because
us.
you go bankrupt in 1 week. He's probably like, yo, we're fucking going for 3, baby,
Right.
in one day.
Yeah,
Dumbass,
definitely.
fucking stupid,
Ridiculous, bro.
dumb videos.
Do you guys have TikTok?
No.
Yeah, good.
Refuse
Wow,
to.
good.
Good for you.
Good. We
Refuse
should have.
to.
We're
I don't want
Americans.
those damn
Oh, you put that
Chinese
Chinese
tracking me.
fucking program
All
on.
right. Wait, how about this one? Who has OnlyFans?
No, I don't have.
All right, yeah. It's good.
It's a website, or you have an app.
website.
Website.
Yeah. There's some.
You would have that.
Yeah.
But I gotta say, like,
a lot of
for-
them are free though.
Yeah, for OnlyFans, like, that's something like everybody since like the dawn of Facebook has like thought of, like, God damn, I wish I could just see that girl naked. And like now there's a fucking website.
Now you can pay
that-
for it.
Bro,
Yeah.
bro, there's one chick. I'm gonna tell a quick story. There's one chick that I follow on there. It's like cheap. It's like $3-5 for a month, and I followed her because she did yoga on Instagram, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. It'd be great if she was actually naked. But, oh man, let me tell you something. This profile is fire. I have not jerked off and blasted
Oh my god.
so long at a photo, bro, a picture. Since dial up, since it took fucking 30 minutes for the full page,
3.0.
I blasted off of a picture. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "What's the world coming to?"
2020, boy.
Yeah,
Anything can happen in
OnlyFans. It's
2020.
coming to OnlyFans.
I shot the rope and I just said throwback.
Was it on a Thursday?
No, it was.
Just today.
Right before you
Yeah,
came
it
here.
was right. Yeah,
Damn you! I touched your hands.
yeah, well,
It happened in the bathroom.
yeah. They're sticky for a reason.
Oh,
Sticky.
What else you got over
Say,
there?
what's next?
What's up?
What you call it? Did you hear about like the NHS workers? They're receiving a free trip to Visa as a thank you for working during the COVID-19 pandemic.
I'm about to change careers.
Does anybody know what the NHS?
I have no
is?
idea
I
what
have
that
no
is.
clue.
The NHS is the National Healthcare System of Great Britain, which is basically socialized medicine. What Bernie Sanders wanted to do here. All the workers are getting a trip to fucking Ibiza for what they did.
Ibiza.
Socialism sucks. It's the
Ibiza.
worst.
Ibiza.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's like Medicare for all, basically, but
How about-
England's version of it.
This is different because that's countries and it's international. But
Yeah.
when we went to South Carolina, we talked to a guy who said that the state made more money, like above the limit of the budget, and they gave money back to the people in the state. Imagine that, New York. Oh, we
like you
have
gotta-
leftover money.
They get
Here's your
Nah,
check.
never.
Here's your check.
Never.
Here's your
Well,
check.
then-
I looked at him and I go, "Are you serious?" He goes, "It wasn't that much. It's like 300. 300.
That's a lot of
Yeah, but
money.
That's great money. What are you talking about?
For every single
Yo,
person.
when-
That's
For
a lot of
every
money, yeah.
person,
I
because they
would've-
had a lot of money
yo,
left
yo,
over, and they just gave it back to the
Remember
people.
in Denver, bro?
What?
In Denver, when weed first became legalized, bro,
Oh,
they
yeah.
made so much money in like those first couple of years that they gave tax rebates out to everybody in the
Jeez.
state.
Yeah.
Oh
A
my
surplus.
God.
I don't think New York's having a surplus since fucking we bought them from the
Nah.
fucking Indians.
Although this,
For beads.
the amount of money we're losing due to COVID right now, if we legalize that shit, we'll bounce back quick.
They're gonna
Yeah,
legalize it.
yeah.
Cuomo
Ooh.
said he's like,
Yeah,
we're
they
legalizing it.
I-
We need
You have
to-
no choice.
Yeah.
You have
I
to
have
make
a
the
hunch.
money
Have
up.
to.
I just have a hunch that New York City has the infrastructure to handle the demand.
Yeah.
Just a hunch.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Listen,
But
you
you
get
know
one
how
of those.
expensive it's gonna be?
Oh,
Yeah.
Think
Yeah.
how expensive it is in just Massachusetts, dude.
worth
It's
it, though.
gonna be. It's gonna be like $100 an eighth out here.
Yeah,
I said, you know what? I say that same exact thing for OnlyFans.
What?
What?
It's worth it.
It's worth it.
But not for nothing, bro. I know they're coming close to legalizing it because honestly, the price of weed has gone down. Because before it was at high price, like it was like almost at dispensary prices.
There's
And
gonna be
now-
more in
And
the
now
market.
I'm paying way under dispensary prices, and I'm like, yo, that's a big sign that shit's coming to New York because the
Yeah.
drug dealers got to make their money.
I'll still buy it. All
This
day,
is
all
the
day.
reason why it should be legal across all of the states. Is that they deemed medical dispensaries
Oh, yes.
essential
Yes.
during
Oh,
this
yeah.
fucking pandemic when there's guys in jail right now for doing the same fucking thing. How hypocritical is that?
is
They
hypocritical.
need to
And
legalize
think
it.
of all the prison reform that has happened So Como and De Blasio fucking let out like 600 like high risk fucking criminals, but we couldn't legalize marijuana last year because New York had no prison reform plan to let the people out who are nonviolent offenders.
Yeah.
None of this stuff that's happening in 2020.
We're not going to get
absolutely
away from
sense. Go ahead,
these
say it.
We're living in the twilight
There
zone,
you go,
bro.
It is so weird, bro. What a time to be
Holy
alive,
shit.
where right is wrong, wrong is right, and God forbid if you argue with people, you're being called a racist. You're being called, you're fucking. It's all bullshit.
canceled.
You get
can't have a
canceled-
fucking
cancel culture.
conversation with anybody
Yo,
anymore.
you know what though? We had a good conversation. I think it was like over text messages about like there's some people cancel culture can't cancel. And fucking Dave Portnoy was one of them.
Yeah.
Anybody who owns their own shit, like fucking Elon Musk, when like he was fucking talking about leaving California and that he didn't believe all the shit for COVID, and people were like, "How can you say?" He's like, "Fuck you, get out!" Like I don't care. Like Ricky Gervais fucking ripping apart Hollywood. He has his own shit. Like
Joey Diaz too, bro.
Yeah.
They try to cancel him. He's
Yup.
like, I'm a criminal.
Joe
What do I
Rogan.
give a fuck?
Yep.
He goes,
It's like, I
wait,
abducted a guy. It's
yeah,
like,
you,
that's on my
you're gonna
record.
get mad at me. I kidnapped the guy.
Cancel me. Go ahead.
He goes, you're gonna get mad at me. I kidnapped the guy, and I fucking
Yeah.
told you don't got a problem with that, but you got a
Yeah.
problem with the girl sucking my cock to go before me or to
one
open
leg.
me up. Yeah, come on. That. All right, this is a great conversation to get into, and I want your thoughts, all your thoughts on this, and especially you, Trill. But I feel like right now, with this whole cancel culture and trying to get rid of people based off of previous things that they have done, they're
gonna be
expecting
canceled
perfect
immediately.
human beings, and in this life, nobody's perfect at all, and if you're gonna go for that for celebrities and anybody, you're gonna just expect robots. Because in life, you need to have mistakes and learn from your mistakes and grow from your mistakes. But the people who are just like, trying to cancel people, it's like, what the fuck does your life look like that you're gonna try to cancel someone?
Yeah, you're so
like you're so
perfect that you
fucking
can cancel
perfect
somebody
that you
else.
can cancel someone.
Yeah, that's a
Because
good
I'm
point.
pretty sure I can look up your name and your record.
Right. Then when
and be like,
when you get canceled, then what?
and what and what
you
and
feel?
you're just throwing stones at and you keep throwing stones at people, expecting them that they have to be perfect because they're a celebrity. We're all humans. Nobody's
you know that
fucking
Johnny
perfect.
Depp shit that we saw the other day.
Oh, dude.
I laughed at that. I was like, good for him. He's having a good time.
Johnny Depp, what does he fucking
People
do
were
for a
trying to
living?
use that as a
what I put?
negative on him.
You saw what I put? I was
Yeah.
like, all I see is that he got tired from his lunch break. He's on a siesta, and he's just full. He has the itis. Like, okay, he's doing. Okay, he's the only person in Hollywood doing blow. Are you fucking? You must be retarded to think that Johnny Depp is the only actor celebrity doing blow. Yeah, of course. And she cut
homeless
his
people
fucking
doing
finger
blow.
off.
Did she really?
She fucking abused him too, and nobody went after her because we have to believe all women. We have to believe all of
Crazy.
them.
How did she cut his finger off?
She probably fucking
Something
just
sharp.
Hadoukened him and something.
Was this recently or was this a long time ago?
Oh, this is a while ago.
never even heard
no,
of this.
she got
Jamie's
it. Can you
really
look
into
up-
like celebrity
can,
drama.
Yeah.
can you look
TMZ.
up
Problem with America.
That's TMZ right there, yo.
look up Amber Heard?
with America.
Amber Heard cutting Johnny whatever
Johnny
the fuck this guy's name
Balbani's.
is. Johnny Five's
He
finger off.
basically made his life hell.
Johnny No Fingers.
But she was also
Johnny
violent
Nine
towards
Fingers.
him. She was violent towards him, and she's been going after him to be like, no, but he's the one. But she's also got a psychotic side too. But nobody's going after her either. It's just everybody's trying to go. She's trying to go after Johnny Depp to get everything he has.
Jeez. She like literally threw a vodka bottle at him, which cut the tip of his finger and whatnot.
And whatnot.
That's abuse, and we don't talk about it. That's abuse.
Why did she do that?
Remember the whatnot girl?
Yeah, why did she do that?
Why
I'm
not?
assuming because they were like in a fight or whatever.
And whatnot.
Yeah.
It's fucked
But
up.
yeah, they were like fighting and stuff like that, and everyone was blaming Johnny Depp until she got literally like caught in the act. Like
Yeah.
she was crying wolf. Or
She,
whatever.
basically, and nobody attacked her. They were saying, you know what? Maybe they're just both fucking crazy, but we're still gonna blame Johnny Depp because he's a man, and we have to believe all women. But she's trying to get away with all the shit. The guy is passed out, and you have his lunchtime. So what if he wants to do fucking rails of coke? drink some whiskey, and
America, you should
relax.
do
And
whatever you
he's
want, yeah.
sleeping. He looked
A
peaceful.
pint of whiskey. That was
He
great.
looked.
It looked like beer,
Wait,
though,
wait,
honestly.
I-
It didn't look like beer.
Yeah, who even
Yeah.
knows what's in there?
He is always on
His
brand,
Coke
though.
case is fire. He has the
Yeah.
cross, the skull
What
and
does it say,
crossbones,
JD?
and it says
Something?
JD on it, like fucking like something out of fucking Pirates of the Caribbean. And I wonder who played that one, but it was amazing. I was like, this is fucking fire. He has his own
Yo,
Coke case.
Hold on. We've all seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yes,
You
yes,
think he was
yes.
sober for that?
Yes.
You don't think you start a cocaine addiction after you fucking play Hunter S. Thomas?
Oh, yeah. That's probably
The
where
guy
it
ate
began, dude.
cocaine for breakfast.
Just
Oh my
just
God.
Coke. You think it's
Coke.
just Coke? No.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What do you got?
Hold on, just
Oh,
real quick.
man.
10 minutes ago, he's like, I want to get all you guys' opinion on this, and then
Yeah,
this
we
happened.
never even.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Go ahead. I don't even know what
I
the
don't
question
know.
was.
Do we want to go do a serious route or a funny route?
Let's go through a funny
whatever you
route.
guys want.
Funny, funny.
One thought about what he was actually trying to say.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
was
What was the question?
cancel culture expecting
Yeah, yeah.
everyone to be perfect. Like the phrase, the quote that always comes to mind. I think it was credited to fucking Denzel Washington, but it was probably a character he played, but people can't tell the difference. Basically, the worst thing you could do to a man who's trying to better himself is remind him of the man he used to be. So it's like you're gonna go after someone because they were 15 years old and then they said some heinous shit on Call of Duty when they're 35 with a kid.
Yeah.
It's
He's trying to do that with a professional athlete too. The guy was he just got drafted. Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is a football player. He got drafted in the first round, first pick. They dug up old tweets of him when he was 14 years old
You're like a
and tried to
kid.
throw it against him. Meanwhile, he just got out of college and they try to dig up some dirt on him to try to ruin his reputation.
Dude.
And it's like,
Why?
who the fuck is gonna go back?
That's what they did to Dave Portnoy. They found a tweet from like 2014, and it was something. It was something so stupid. It was like so and so looks Arabic.
Yeah.
The word Arabic.
He even
has set
when
this
he even
all
talked
off.
about it, he's like it was a different time. He's
Yeah.
like, if I wouldn't say something like that now.
I just want to meet these people
No, you
who
don't.
get offended
No,
to
you
these
don't.
things. Yeah, no, I want to have a talk with them to see what the fuck is.
You can't talk to them.
No, yeah, but
although
we
he
have
might have the immunity just because he's been on the record from day one about Pornhub and OnlyFans.
Yeah.
There may be nothing they can find on him that he hasn't already shared with
That's
us.
the thing. I think if you're like straight up with your fucking flaws, why are you laughing like that for? Sorry, why are you laughing like that for, bro? Don't laugh at me like that, bro. This fucking guy is trying to get me in trouble already, bro.
Nah,
huh?
yo, because me and you've always said it, yo, live life like an open book, bro.
Yeah,
Hide
but
nothing.
be genuine. If you're genuine with people
Yeah.
and you don't hide anything, there's nobody like they can't use it against you. If you're straight up with people and you're like, "Hey, listen, this is who I am. Fuck you. Throw your stones. I'm gonna just spit that shit
Well,
back
yeah,
at
I
you."
mean, that's the idea of like people like Ricky Gervais. They're not afraid of cancel culture.
Yeah.
In Ricky Gervais's head, he's like, I have made movies and I have created TV shows. I have my own fucking company.
Yeah.
Like, I did that. Fuck you. Like,
You know,
I'm gonna still go do that.
I have no
Like,
boss to fire
yeah.
me.
You know who's scared of cancel culture right now? And I love this story. I mean, talk about gossip. I know. Celebrity gossip. Jada Pinkett and Will Smith. They've had an open relationship for years. And the fact that they just had a talk, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, and she actually admitted to. Did you guys hear about the story?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
This is.
I never thought I'd
What
be
was
talking
her
about this
bullshit
shit on
gossip.
What was
but
it? She
go ahead.
basically brought up the accusations of him cheating on her or whatever.
So she had a relationship with this young singer. He was like a young R&B singer or a rap singer or whatever. They had a full-blown relationship, but they have an open relationship. They just won't admit it because of Hollywood, because that's how it is. It's their image, the image quality of like, I can't admit this because then I'll lose a lot of people.
Just like Bill's not really married to Hillary.
It's more of an alliance than,
Yeah.
than a marriage. Yeah,
It's more
political
it's,
alliance,
It's
yeah.
it's more of a contract.
Yeah.
basically.
But I'm saying like more with the whole Will Smith and Bill Clinton and stuff like
Oh
that.
my
It's all like image and shit like that, trying to portray like, oh, we're this perfect couple, and it's like, no, it's okay if you fucking have an open relationship. Say you have an open relationship, it's fine. Like, but it's not fine because people are like, oh, man, it's
won't watch his movies
against
no
the
more.
religion. Yeah, and I'm not gonna watch it, and she's a slut, and you know she fucked Tupac
You know
while
why? I'll tell you exactly why it's set up like that. because it might deter one person from not going to Will Smith's new movie.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Dude, I used to work in the media world, and we used to get calls all the time that certain commercials are being canceled or whatever. And it would be for any fucking reason. One time, we had to change a commercial spot because the commercial was airing during Judge Judy, and there was criminals or something on it. And these people called up the company that we were advertising, and they were like, "Oh, you associate with criminals. You're on during Judge Judy." And they were like, "Pull the advertisement. One little old lady might not go shop at your store, so you pull all the advertisement." That's why Will and Jada Smith won't admit that, because somebody might not go see the next Disney movie with him in it.
Same principle.
When this whole protest started happening, all this just started fucking hitting the fan. I was waiting for Kendall Jenner to come out and get a Pepsi.
I know, right? Where's she at?
Where the fuck was she when the world needed her, huh?
Yeah.
She was drinking a Diet Coke.
Drinking a Diet Coke.
Jesus.
I don't know why Diet Coke.
All right, what else,
All right,
Phil?
yeah. Yeah, something funny, please.
Yeah, so you had 50 Cent. He was out at dinner in New Jersey with, I guess, his girlfriend or wife or whatever. And pretty much he threw a chair at a stalker that was stalking them.
He threw an actual
night.
chair at him?
Yeah.
All right, can we pull this video, please? Because I need to see.
Yo, 50 Cent's pretty funny, bro. I follow him on Instagram. He makes me laugh all the time.
You
He's
know where
funny
he
as
got me
fuck.
hooked? You know where he got me hooked?
Where?
When he was trolling Floyd Mayweather for not
Yeah.
reading.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
He's
didn't-
funny, yo. 50
I
Cent's
couldn't-
that funny.
I couldn't believe it until Breakfast Club or Hot 97 was they played him doing drops and he could not read a single sentence. But then you go back to his post and he was like, "Oh, you know, it shouldn't take you 30 minutes to read a fucking sentence." He's like, "How about this, Floyd? I'll give you money if you could read a fucking full book of Harry Potter." And and he was just like, "I'll give you money," and the guy didn't even take up the challenge. But like I said, Floyd Mayweather can't read, still rich,
Yeah.
right? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, who cares? Why whatever means necessary. You know?
Yeah, like what the you know?
Can't imagine what your world must be like, though.
When you're what, that rich?
I can't read.
Educated.
It's not his fault. He can't read.
Yeah. He gambles a lot, Floyd Mayweather, so he's like always like one of the richest athletes, then he's not the richest athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always like losing and winning mad money. What are you guys trying to Google?
I want to see someone get
50
fucking hit
Cent
with a
throwing
chair.
his chair?
Oh, 50 Cent getting
Is
thrown
that
at
it right there?
somebody.
Which one?
The first one.
right there. No, the TMZ.
There was another one.
You know what that reminds me of? When the people had to fucking... Oh, let's see. Hold on.
This video is 34 minutes.
Nah.
Oh, yeah. This is long, dude.
This is long.
Nah, it's,
Nah.
Go back to the TMZ one.
yeah.
Hold on.
Oh, you can't see what you're doing, can you? There you go.
Right there.
Yep,
Right there. No,
That one,
yeah,
there you
right
go.
there. Click.
Yeah.
Scroll down.
Sorry, there's a big light in the way, so Tro can't really see the whole screen.
Oh, I love that noise.
Did he throw it already?
Oh shit!
Yo, who's gonna fight 50? He got shot 9 times.
Oh.
He launched that shit.
Yo, 50 ain't playing.
And what's the
that's
cops
crazy.
gonna do? What's the cops gonna do?
Who was that
Arrest
person
him?
that was bothering him?
A stalker.
That's
Yo,
crazy.
just think about it. You saw the first shit that actually flew out there, how far that shit went?
Yeah.
And all the other ones were just shattering. That's how hard he was throwing those
He's strong,
chairs.
yo.
Dude, he's
That's
been
strong as
jacked.
fuck.
Yeah.
It's a big guy.
Who brought up the good point? Guy's been shot 9 times. Okay.
Who's still trying to fight him at
Who's
this
gonna
point?
stop this fucking guy? Who's gonna stop him? Do you think he's scared of anything? The guy almost died.
Oh, no.
I wish I
They
was like
said-
that.
They said back when he had problems with Ja Rule that he was in the studio one day and like somebody cut the power and the lights went out and these dudes with masks and knives came running in and they said 50 ripped a speaker off the wall and smashed this dude's face with it.
Shit.
Fucking, it was one of the most ridiculous stories I ever heard about it.
He's used a speaker as basically a weapon.
Yeah, like the speaker we got right down there, like ripped it off the wall and just big booted some dude's face with it.
That's hilarious.
But it's 50 Cent. I mean, there's no. He's a smart guy though. I mean,
Oh,
Do
he's
you
really
remember
smart.
the 50 Cent video game for PS2?
Yeah, that
Yes,
was good.
yeah,
I
yeah,
enjoyed
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
wow, look at this
Wasn't
guy
it called Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
with the
You can
bullet,
play as Eminem
bulletproof
as
vest.
a special character.
Yep,
Could you? That's funny.
you'll like the white boy. when you read when you reach a certain amount of money, you
you'll
unlock
like the
Eminem. Oh fuck, that was a good game. Oh, remember the Def Jam game?
That one was good.
Yeah,
too.
it was.
Fighting
Fight
game.
for New York.
Exhibit and shit
Vendetta,
like that.
bro, it was
Oh
called
my
Jeff
god,
Fight
bro!
for New
That was
York.
good.
And you fight like the subway system
Yup.
Yes.
and shit. Yeah,
Yeah,
I wish there
Fat
was
Joe
homeless
and all
people
that.
in there and stuff like that. Would have
Dude,
made more
throwing
sense.
Busta Rhymes in
You
front
you
of the train.
could you could attest to that one with like the subway system. You know how like they would do the fighting with like it's like Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
but it's in the subway system. If you had like one guy come out and take a piss on the fucking subway track and just walk away in the background, it'd been more fucking official.
Oh my god.
Fucking
It would change it
Dude.
from teen to mature.
Those games were. I used to have full blown like battle royales with like my friends from back in the day on fucking Def Jam, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
Def Jam was the shit.
Yeah.
And then
Such
they
a
play
good
their
game.
tracks too
Oh,
in the
yeah.
background.
Yeah.
It was musical
Yup.
too.
The
yeah.
music was in the background, so you're already hyped. You had Fat Joe with the Terror Squad fucking the Terror Squad. I mean, I played him because you know.
That's
I was like, that's me, Puerto Rican for the Bronx. Let's go, Terror Squad.
Yo, I can see you.
Oh, 100%.
doing that shit.
Bro, I used to talking about the 50 Cent game. So the 50 Cent game, he had the same clothes that he came out with for G Unit.
Yeah.
And I had
Yeah.
every article of clothing in that fucking
Did you?
game. I had the bulletproof fucking guinea tee on, the wife beater. I had the fucking G Unit shorts, the G Unit sneakers, and I'm still looking for the G Unit sneakers. I think it's like
I had
I think
G-Unit sneakers back in the day.
Nah. I
it's
have
like,
G-Units.
you know what they look like, right? It looks like Air Force Ones.
Yeah, but they're black
But they
and
have,
gold, right?
but they
They had,
no,
like,
it's
G
white,
Unit on
but
the
they
bottom,
have
on
they
the
have
sole.
G Unit on the sole, on the midsole, and then they have it's like the French flag
Yeah.
on the oh, man, I thought I fucking put my do rag on.
You still have them or no?
I know I want to get a pair. That was my like pride, bro. It was G Unit hardcore. Patiently waiting, bro. Woo, woo, with the bulletproof vest, fucking tee on, kid.
Yeah.
You ain't stopping me, dog.
They were
I used to
really
sit.
good.
I used to stand on a corner and be like,
Yo, you want to know something funny talking about you from back in the day, dude? We saw some old pictures, man.
Yeah.
And when you first started showing with the group, bro, and you had just, it's like when you look at these pictures, you're like, who the fuck is
this
that?
guy. Who the fuck
Dude,
is this guy?
You have grown old because of us.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I've aged
We've all grown
1,000
old
years.
because of us.
Yeah. We are withering away.
Yeah.
Bro, I can testify to that, man.
You were born with gray hair, bro. Huh?
They sucked the life out of me, man.
All right, Joe. What we got next?
Oh yeah, and then it's been like crazy in the news lately. You have people like boycotting Goya now for their support for Trump.
Yep.
For what?
Cancel culture.
Yep.
Oh my god.
And you know what?
That's why-
the dude who owns the business isn't backing down.
Yep.
Yeah,
Good for him.
he doubled down, right?
yeah.
Yeah, he doubled down.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Where can we go about this one?
Doesn't that prove how businesses come out for a lot of like really socially liberal things because they're scared of that happening?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? They're just
They're
going to
bowing
pick
to
the
the
side.
mob.
They're bowing
Lip
to a
service.
mob.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're paying lip service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard because Goya does give back to the Latino culture community.
lot.
They do a lot.
No,
So
And now we're going to cancel them?
Yeah.
okay,
That's
here's
gonna
what-
really help
Some
people.
dude
I know-
was like, yo, like the Latino culture loves Goya so much that like you could put the picture of President Trump on there and they'd still fucking buy it. You're not gonna take this from them.
What's crazy is it's not just about the love, because honestly, everyone who has adobo in their house has that big ass container that
Yeah.
lasts for months.
Oh yeah.
But it's also like Goya is like cheap and affordable.
But
He's
it's the
not gonna
only one
stop,
though.
yeah.
Name me another Latino product that you can go to the store and buy that it's like literally specific, like close to adobo. Other brands.
Yeah.
Well, other brands.
There's other brands.
No, there is no other
There
race.
is. I was saying,
okay.
Goya
No, I'm
is
saying
Goya
it's the
is
only
is like the-
Spanish people
Yeah.
go to quick. If they
Yeah.
don't have to make it, they go and grab that. It's a perfect product for Latino
Culture.
They got it
culture.
down packed, bro.
But here's the thing: I feel like everybody's trying to attack Trump 24/7 on everything. They try to. The Supreme Court just blocked the fucking the Democrats trying to go after his taxes. How many things are you gonna go and keep attacking on this guy?
They're gonna-
Honestly,
There's always something. Yeah.
Listen, the problem is we are stuck in such a hard place now. If he wins the election, listen, conspiracy theory, fine. If he doesn't drain the swamp or if justice isn't served in some way and he wins the election, it's still just going to stay right where we are right now, crazy as can be. And if Biden wins, this is all just magically going to go away, along with probably God knows what, because the guy's off his fucking rocker. So like either way, we're losing at this point.
Maybe if he wins, they'll just give up.
But
like,
it's anything-
He's won. You know.
but
He's in.
They'd probably kill him. They'd probably
they
kill him.
attack him on everything. Like I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not like gung ho and stuff like that. But like the whole taxes thing, trying to go to Supreme Court, they didn't block it. They gave him some time. Because I think to be president, you have to show your taxes. So I'm assuming that's what they're going after. But you know that's backed by the Democrats. They want to know.
Why didn't
what
you show
his-
it though? Then if it's by law, you have to.
I don't think anybody should.
That's what I'm saying. The
is.
Democrats are probably presented it to the Supreme Court saying, "Hey, listen, this guy has to do this. He's the president. He has to show his taxes." But I'm
No
saying
other
like
president
how
in
many-
the history's had
Yeah,
to
they
show
do.
their
Yeah, they
their
do.
taxes.
They all do. They
Yeah.
all do.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
all have.
But I'm
basically
saying,
until now. He's the
so
first one to
they
never
try
do
to
it.
they try to go after him with the collusion with Russia thing. They didn't succeed with that, and then now they're trying to go after his tax. How many other things are you gonna keep trying?
Yeah, I agree with that.
now
There's
it's
always gonna be
blatant.
something.
There's
Like
always gonna be
Grabbing
something.
things out of the hat, bro.
just keep going.
throwing
Like
shit at the
Shit out
wall
of
until it sticks.
yeah, but
Yeah.
still, but
That's
that's
where we're
not.
at.
Basically, yeah, you're right.
Not specifically about Trump, but just in general. If enough people are noticing and saying if there's enough things going on that so many people are angry about the same thing, and they have all these reasons to be angry about the same thing, how come no one's addressing the thing or trying to address the thing?
That's the whole media. They
No,
don't
no,
address anything.
Well, fuck the media because we know they're worthless right now.
But there's a lot of
But-
people who believe in the media, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Well, it takes all types.
Yeah.
Some people leave the media.
All
Other
types
people
are
who
crazy.
hate the media, and then everyone as a consensus sort of like balance each other out. There's always going to be a swing one way or the other.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I'm seeing is like everyone's trying to find something to quote unquote nail him with, but it's like they're not being able to succeed because there's people in certain positions delaying everything and postponing everything. How do we not see his tax records and he's about to go up for re-election? And it's been what,
Two-edged
the entire
sword.
fucking time?
Double-edged sword.
Yeah,
They
it-
found out that General Flynn is innocent, and the judge was told by the Department of Justice to throw away the case, and he won't do it. He's still, the judge has no interest in the case. It's the prosecution and the defense.
ridiculous.
If the Department of Justice tells you to drop the case, showing that the FBI framed a 3-star general, okay?
Oh, it's gonna make them look terrible.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So they need to, but they're showing that all this is wrong. Like this guy got fucked over, and he wants every judge in the Court of Appeals to tell him that he needs to drop this case. The
Yeah.
Department of Justice isn't enough.
No, yeah.
Wait, didn't Hamilton come out like everything's supposed to happen in a room that we don't know where it's happening? Unfortunately, everything's on TV. Can people just go back to that room and just not bother us anymore?
No, because this is the way now.
I think this is the way. I think what's ruining everything right now is image. People are more concerned about their image than coming out and flat out saying, "Hey, we were wrong." Like I think
Yes.
people would
So
actually.
Trump will never admit that he's wrong ever.
no.
He would never do that, but there's also other
Never.
people on the other aisle
Yeah,
that
I
does
agree.
the same thing.
Yeah.
You know
Nancy
what I mean?
Pelosi.
They will
Never
never
wrong
say,
ever.
"Hey, I'm wrong."
Yep.
Like if you came up and say, "Hey, listen, I fucked up on this, guys, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I'm sorry and I apologize. Let's try to make this go forward." I respect that than to say, "No, I have no idea." Oh,
Yeah.
it says you were on the travel manifest for Epstein 26 times. I have no idea. Hey, Prince Andrew, it looks like you had your arm wrapped around a 16-year-old girl, and there's a fucking picture that shows you see this girl and you saw her. I have no idea. You fucking morons. because now the people can't trust you. You can't trust these people.
To be fair about that, I didn't really see that part with Prince Andrew. But what if it was just like a random fan that asked to take a picture with him?
No, because Ghislaine Maxwell was in the behind the
Okay,
picture.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I didn't know. I didn't see the pictures. I know it was. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Camera.
Oh,
But honestly,
Someone's
like
on it.
to stall for time. Basically, another way to clear this out is just get rid of Facebook. Because
Oh, I would, man. If I had a fucking
There will
magic
be no
wand, I'd
photos, no-
uninvent
Yes.
social media. Sorry.
Well, wait, hold on though. We kind of eventually want Facebook and Instagram to pay us, but yeah.
No, we want Instagram. So what we want is another corporation to make a shit ton of money, buy Instagram back, separate it from Facebook.
Doing productions
yes.
by Instagram.
DP.
How much is Instagram?
Billions,
Yeah,
dude.
gotta be over a billion.
Billions.
It's got those
Tesla
Zuckerberg
could buy it.
fees.
All right, what else we got there, Bubby?
Hey DJ,
Let's
spin
get
that
funny,
shit.
man.
Spin
I
that
can't keep
shit.
doing politics, man.
It's you guys always bring shit to politics.
Tank
What the
crack
fuck?
command.
You switching it up? No politics right now?
No politics.
No politics.
Alright. I don't know if you guys heard about this one, but you have the Japanese amusement park, Fuji Q, telling their visitors not to scream on roller coasters.
Oh, this is gonna turn into politics. God damn it! It's gonna go into coronavirus.
You can't open up your mouth. That's how you get cancer, coronavirus. Oh!
I think there's a line in there that says "scream in your heart."
Oh, that's how you catch the coronavirus. You can't open up your mouth.
You got the Rona.
Yeah, but what I appreciate about that story, it's so Japanese.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because
You
just
don't scream. Don't scream.
just committing like harikari. No reaction, no nothing.
Yo,
Just
so
be
that means in
straight
Japan,
samurai
like
focus.
all the fucking roller coasters right now, are just a bunch
Silent.
of people.
Yeah, it'd be totally silent. You know when they go down the
Weird
fucking
that big.
when they go down the first big drop, it'd just be utter silence. You don't hear a word.
Imagine that one person that's on there and he's like got anxiety
Yeah.
and he's petrified at fights and he's just sitting there.
Yep.
We should go and we should go scream.
Yeah,
Oh
100%.
my
The guy
God.
screams on the way down, and
I
when
mean-
it pulls in, the police are there.
This is the country that their porn, they pixelate the dick. Okay? So,
Hey, this is also a country where they basically had like no problem at all with coronavirus.
Yeah. Because they
What?
wear masks.
health.
Why do they pixelate the dick?
It's frowned upon. Like a man's dick is like ugly in Japanese, culture.
I just don't like the way they like moan. Sounds like they're crying. I feel bad.
The chipmunk.
I
thing.
can't get what was it?
You got to think of it this way: a Japanese girl in porn is kind of like giving a chew toy to a dog. You just keep chewing on it and you hear the squeak. That's it.
Oh man.
That was hilarious.
God.
Yo, pass the Tito's.
Yeah.
I feel like we're gonna get canceled for this.
Oh, yeah. We didn't even
telling-
start
for
yet.
telling
We're
the
getting
truth.
canceled. Yeah.
Start. Oh my God.
We didn't even start yet. We're gonna get canceled. We're
Yeah.
gonna be the quickest canceled
Yeah.
thing
yeah,
ever
the
because we
second-
never even started.
We'll make it into the history
Yeah.
books at least, bro. The fucking record
The
books.
Guinness, yeah.
The fastest
Second we
cancel of all
get
time.
any type of notoriety, they're gonna go back.
Yeah,
to the old
what would you do
episodes
if there's a
and-
British guy who just like stops by? Hello, I'm with the Guinness World of Records, and you just got canceled quicker than anyone in the world.
You were famous for 1 second and then got
For the
canceled.
1 second, you were nobody, and now you will never be anybody.
Yo, I would deadass tell me,
Nobody's somebody and never will you ever be somebody again.
don't fuck with me on that one, bro. Are you serious right now? Like, don't fuck with me. I'm about to call my boys.
Your
All
need to
Justin's
sign here.
dreams are over.
Where's the pen?
All your dreams.
It would be the greatest accomplishment of our lives. Are you kidding me?
Sign here. We now own all of
He
your
comes.
dreams.
I need you to sign here. Oh, wait, you got the pen? Let's go. Yeah, we fucking got canceled quicker than anybody else in the
That's what I'm
world.
fucking talking about.
Can I keep the pen? Give me the pen back.
Oh
I'll
my
throw that
God.
shit away. Fuck that.
All right, what else, Trill? What do we got?
Also, too, I don't know if you guys saw Shia LaBeouf.
Oh,
She's
that's crazy.
pretty much up for like a new role. He's in a new role for this movie called The Tax Collector. And Homeboy
It actually
got like a
seems dope.
whole chest tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah,
that-
chest.
That's that
stomach,
cartel shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like crazy.
I heard about that
Yo,
one.
that
Really
shit
whole
is
But he, what did he call them? Method actors.
Oh,
I
those
think
guys
he's
are
a
best,
method
yeah.
actor. Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
well, this one's
our
never
favorite.
gonna leave him.
Our favorite movie ever that we quote all the time here is Gangs of New York, Bill the Butcher. he is a method actor, but I wonder how he acted on set as Bill.
Just like that.
I want to
Just like
hire him. I want to listen. If we ever get loaded, we're hiring
To hang
Daniel
out with us?
Day Lewis. We're gonna pay
That
him
should be
$10 million to spend 24 hours as Bill the Butcher.
with us and hang out with us.
Go to
Come
the
on, like a
bar with
trip-
him.
come on a
We'll
trip with
dress
us,
up.
yeah.
We'll go out. We'll get the same fucking. Some guys will be dead rabbits. The other ones will be
Yeah,
fucking.
no, we have to have a good bar fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of us are not gonna make it to the next day.
Yeah. We'll have like a fake glass eye for him so he can take the blade. Bang up in his eye, and I'll get me fucking locked and loaded.
10 million. Jamie had the fucking price
10
already.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
I'm
He's
gonna.
done the math.
Finder's feast.
I'm gonna go up.
Look, page 2, paragraph 4.
It was in his notes, man. He was working on that shit a whole week.
I'm gonna go up to him, and be like straight up real with him, and be like, "Hey, listen, you haven't done anything since fucking Lincoln. Here's $10 million. You're being Bill the Butcher.
You probably
Take that
do it.
shit out." Yeah.
Whoopsie daisy.
There will be blood.
That was good. I enjoyed that one. Yeah. I enjoyed that one.
There you go.
What's next?
And then you have Patrick Mahomes over here making this big mega deal of 10 years for $503 million, the largest contract in sports history.
How many years?
10 years.
Uh,
$503
That's
million,
crazy.
dog.
10 years.
Tom,
500
hold on,
million a
wait.
year?
Just
$503
notice.
million a year.
Just notice the changing of the tides. Tom Brady left the Patriots. He's on his way to retirement. This fresh new young kid just signed for a team for 10 years.
Well, he just won the Super Bowl. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah.
And guess who's going to be the next phenom of football with
Yeah.
6 fucking rings? Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes. They're going to be that new fucking team to take over.
Yeah, but he just took up the whole fucking.
I know. That's why I can't believe
Cap.
he fucking did this.
So is he gonna do everything himself?
He fucked his whole
Maybe.
team,
Yeah, he
buddy.
fucked his whole team, man.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's got to be hard to turn down. It's got to be extremely hard to turn
Bring
down.
us your
500,000.
tired
the
and
cap?
your weary.
Yo,
That's all it's gonna be. The team's gonna be bring us your tired and your poor. And
They're gonna have to be like the
Because
Eagles
they-
taking on criminals.
yeah,
again.
Trill, look
Actually,
up
Dallas Cowboys.
what's the NFL cap gonna be this year, like salary cap.
Salary cap.
A billion.
Let's
Let's
see.
see. Let's see.
He-
Let's see.
Let's talk
is-
some sports, man.
he-
We haven't talked sports in a
in a while.
Yeah.
Also, too, I mean, I'll save that one. But
no.
for the Patrick Mahomes one, he deserves that money because he is.
He's good. Yeah. He's
He's
really
Unbelievable.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic player.
Yeah, he's a really good
I
player.
just wish he was.
I feel like,
It's like a LeBron James.
dude. I feel like the
Yeah.
cap is maybe like
can't blame him,
190 or some shit
What?
like that.
Yeah, you almost got it. It's,
997?
It's 198.2.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
So the salary cap for the NFL teams are 190 what?
198.2
Yeah.
million.
So he's taking up 50 something million of that. That's a lot of the team.
Yo, that's
Yeah, for
incredible.
one
He's gonna have
guy.
no one to throw to.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Bring
You need-
us your
how many-
nobody. Bring us no one.
Yeah.
We'll take.
So he's gonna have to do
We'll take
everything.
the janitor.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's
What
you know
happens
what
when
what
somebody
happened
blows
too.
his leg out
He's
next
kind of
year?
he kind of reminds me a little bit of Aaron Rodgers. He won like that one Super Bowl, and now he signed a big
He's good.
contract, and
No.
he's basically I know, but he hasn't won anything since then. He hasn't
Aaron
won a Super Bowl
Rodgers,
since
it's been
then.
a
He
while
won the
since
Super
he was
Bowl.
good.
Who, Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this kid is talented. I think he's gonna go for more.
If
100%.
if he stays healthy and no
Yes.
one stays healthy and
Ever.
Yeah,
How
didn't he
much
have
is-
a
can
leg
you-
injury
They're all gonna
this
get
past
coronavirus.
season?
now.
Can you look up to see how much he's got guaranteed though? The
What?
guaranteed
That's
money
true.
is huge.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
Guaranteed money
What's
is
the
huge. The
guarantee?
You get cut in
500
football and like
the
you get nothing.
The $503 million, but if you get hurt, there's no guaranteed money. I mean,
you
it
get
could be
nothing.
$30 million if we're all we know. So if he gets hurt, they're going straight to the next fucking guy.
Yeah.
And that's how football rolls. So
Yo, Cam Newton went to the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. What a game.
That is
I love Cam Newton.
What a fucking
There's something
gamble.
about him that
He's
I
not
just
that much of a gamble, bro. He's good.
He's been injured for what 2-3
So-
years now.
Yeah, he's been injured so much. He's probably healthy now.
All right.
So
I
at
was
signing, he has $63 million guaranteed.
That's nothing compared out of
Yeah,
the 500
out of the whole
something
thing, yeah.
million, 503
So if he
million.
gets hurt-
Yeah, they're gonna cut him instantly.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
by 100, what is it? By March of 2022, he's guaranteed $141.4 million.
Hold on.
He's
That's-
still gotta like play for
he's
his
gotta-
fucking-
he's gotta
You
make
still
it
gotta
there.
make it.
Yeah.
Hold on, the
Yeah.
100 somethings after how long?
2022.
Yeah, 2022.
So that
Well, that's when you.
It's 2 years.
No, I'm no. I'm just thinking in my head as a team.
That's
to
365
commit
days.
that much money to a person. All you have to
insane.
do is just not cover them one game. They get injured, and that's it.
Yeah.
So
That's
it-
all. That's what we're saying. So
Yes,
so
that's
he'll
the
get the
point.
guarantee to 65. And
you're talking to Java, so I'm keeping up somehow.
Yes.
No. So
You're
so the-
you're 100% correct. That's what everybody's thinking.
Yeah, so that's the thing is that it's not so the $500 to $3 million sounds good and it looks good. However, he
If
has
he
to
plays
make
for
it
10 years
to
straight. Yeah.
10 years
Yeah.
to get that money.
He's gotta play for it.
However, in NFL,
Not a lot of people make it that long.
The average football player only plays 3 seasons.
Who
And-
would you say is the last big, like, maybe in the past 5 years, who's been, like, the big draft pick that has stayed healthy, like, long enough? Like, Saquon even got hurt. Odell got hurt. Victor Cruz got, like, I'm just thinking Giants because, you know.
Of the what
But
draft?
of anybody, like, who's been a long-lasting, like, phenom for, like, the long...
I got-
other than,
new
like,
new
Patrick
phenoms
Mahomes?
or in general?
Yeah, like the new
I got
school, like...
Oh,
other than
new
Patrick
school?
New
Mahomes,
school?
like-
Nah, you got to new school is not. It's hard.
Yeah.
No,
They're
all
not
get
because they're
hurt.
not old
It's like
school.
wide
receiver.
Because the
They're
new
good
school
quarterbacks, but
the
they
new,
get hurt.
New school they get hurt very easily.
Yeah.
But if I have to go, if I'm gonna pick overall, I'm gonna go old school and I'm gonna say Brett Favre.
Yo, he got hurt all the time, bro.
Yeah, but he
Yeah, but
played
he played-
consistently though.
No, he
Yeah.
did play consistently. Yeah,
That's
at
what I'm
the end
saying.
he got hurt all the
Jerry
time.
Rice.
He got hurt.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I can see Jerry Rice.
Jerry Rice, bro.
But I'm saying Brett Favre was more of a guy like I consider him as Cal Ripken.
yeah, I
of
know what you
football.
mean. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
Cal Ripken was a fucking
Yeah.
dude. He's my favorite fucking.
Hey,
baseball
fucking
player, bro.
Eli Manning played fucking how many
him too.
games in a row too without ever not playing.
Until he got
He
He
scumbag.
could have kept playing too.
Yeah.
Like, he could have played every single game of his entire career.
What do you got
yeah.
for us?
He never got hurt. Like
got-
tomorrow he
you
could
got
have played. He was
info?
that tough.
But no.
No. Yeah, no. Eli, I mean, we scumbag. I mean, not
That-
we,
that
but
was
I'm
That's
saying
tough.
Eli never got hurt to where he couldn't play. He could have
Yeah.
played every game he was healthy.
I'm saying-
to play.
I'm saying I'm more-
Everyone.
I'm more
and
mad-
he wasn't healthy. He just was able.
I'm more
to
mad
play
at the
every
fact
game.
that they took him out
Yeah.
for
just
Geno
fuck-
Smith.
Yeah, yeah.
You take someone
Yes,
out,
yes,
Yeah,
like Eli Manning,
that was like spitting in his face, like,
Yeah, it
yo,
was.
fuck
for
you.
Geno Smith.
yeah.
Yeah.
Are you out of your fucking mind? What kind of heroin are you
Rather
taking?
keep taking the L's.
And they still took L's.
Yeah.
Now-
Never lost that game.
Royally.
I got a question for the sports guys. I mean, not saying I'm just saying in general with sports, but do you these fucking contracts are getting outrageous though?
But they're gonna
it's
get
clickbait.
more as
That's what
time
gets-
goes
It's
on.
based
Like,
off of market
it's
value.
like inflation. You know?
It's based off of market value, but I mean, come on.
Okay, but here's the thing. Think how many Patrick Mahomes jerseys, T-shirts
a lot.
you're gonna sell. The pop.
But once he
figures,
gets
the little
hurt-
Nah, people
yeah,
still buy
but in
them
the
shit.
time from now till the day he gets hurt, which could be 3 years from now, they are going to make money off of his name. How many Brady jerseys
Yeah.
you think got sold? How
Do
many
you-
LeBron jerseys you think got sold? Jeter jerseys? Like,
No, yeah, I
it's
agree.
a fucking gold mine.
Yeah.
Dude, in the wrestling world, the way you become like the best wrestler is the kids buying your toys. Everybody was buying John Cena's toys. He was on top for 10 years.
Wait, John Cena had toys?
Yeah.
I could
I
never,
never
find
saw
them on
those.
the
gonna
shelf.
say,
I never
never-
find them. Yeah.
They
Never
hurt
seen
to
them.
step
you,
on. 'cause
you were
couldn't
on
see
that
them, you
one,
step
bro.
on.
He
I
was
was
just like,
ready,
"Oh,
I was
I
ready.
got it." Yeah. he fucking knew where I was going with that one.
Oh,
I love when they have pictures of John Cena like in a car or something like that. It's like, who's driving that car? You know, like it's so fucking stupid. But
But
I
it's wholesome though.
yeah,
That's
it
what I
is a good
fucking
one.
love about
Yeah, it's a
wrestling.
solid one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these contracts, man, are fucking crazy, dude. Though they're crazy. They gotta get. Wait, you guys still got Bobby Bonilla fucking making $1.2 million
good
a
deal.
year.
Yo, those
Yeah.
You blame him
greatest
though? You blame
deal.
him? You blame him? You'd be like, "Oh, you fucking morons! You ain't got my money. Don't worry, I'll take it
Yeah,
in the future for the next 25, 30 years."
Why do you think some of these guys never retire? Even if they get paid a little less. I think Daniel Tosh had the joke where, like, you know, Brett Favre didn't want to retire. He's like, oh, I'm going to be second string, and how much does that pay? Oh, $2 million a year? Yeah, I'll take that. Oh, I'm going to be on, I'm going to be on the practice squad, and how much does that pay? Oh, $1.5 million a year? Yeah, I think I'll just keep doing that then, yeah.
What's like that show, Blue Varsity? It's like, oh, you got to be starting. He's like, no, I don't want to start.
Oh yeah.
He's like the backup
Blue
quarterback.
Mountain
I don't want to
State. Blue
start.
Mountain State.
Blue Mountain State.
Blue
Yeah,
Mountain
that was
State,
that was a
yes.
funny
He's like, I don't want to start. What are you talking about?
Yeah, he loved being the second string quarterback.
Yeah, he just partied and
yeah.
didn't have to do anything.
The very first scene in the first season is two girls knock on the door. Like, he just gets into his dorm room. and these two girls knock on the door and they're like, "You're the backup quarterback," and they're like, "Yeah, we're here to fuck you." Congratulations. Like,
Goodbye.
I missed some opportunities.
yeah. You know who was the starting quarterback? The dude who played Arrow.
Was it?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he
Stephen
was the starting
Amell?
quarterback.
Oh,
Stephen Amell?
Yeah.
Man, I gotta rewatch that show.
So
That's
now,
it.
Show.
All up here. I could read.
I
Let's
don't.
reenact it.
Did we
right?
watch a movie? I think I did watch a movie with you guys.
Yeah, the
once.
movie he came
Yeah,
out with.
we were
I don't
high
wanna
as shit
spoil
when
it,
I
yeah.
fucking watched the movie. Though. I gotta watch it again.
so let's stick with the sports aspect of everything. With this whole COVID-19 stuff.
Oh yeah,
I'm
can
gonna
I?
go
I
get
want to get
another
into
beer.
this. I
So
want to get into this.
I saw a video today of a MLB Yankee pitcher
Yeah, with the bag,
come out with a bag of his own
bag
balls.
of his own balls.
And as they're filming, he brought out his own bag with his own balls, and he's throwing it. And the fucking catcher is throwing back the same fucking ball. Kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah, right. Why did you bring your own balls if your catcher is gonna touch it and then throw it?
That's
back to
just
you?
a small thing. But what if you have to throw to first base to get the guy out?
Right. It's gonna Now the it's gonna you know what I mean, like the
doesn't
fielder's
make any
gonna touch
sense.
it and throw it, like you're gonna interact with each other in a sport.
Yeah.
Or let's even a more egregious example of this nonsense is for the NFL. They're gonna be able to play, but at the end of the game, once the game's over, they can't have
No swapping jersey.
no shaking hands. They have to maintain social distancing. They can't swap jerseys.
But
They
you're-
just fucking hit each other for 60 minutes. Sweated, spit on each other, fucking right in each other's face, rubbing all on each other, but they can't after. What difference does it make? At that point, the damage would have been done, theoretically. Right?
I'm mad. That almost got explicit.
Think about it.
No,
It's so true.
You
though.
could play football, but you can't hang out after the game. What the fuck?
that's ridiculous.
Damn, that means we can't tailgate.
We're probably
I
not
don't
gonna be able to go.
That's the
I don't
same
think they're
way-
gonna allow fans to go. Every day that goes by and there's no plan, I lose even more faith in us being able to go.
We can't just go tailgate though.
No, are you
don't
kidding me?
think so.
The fucking police will be there probably and keeping people out. They're not gonna want anybody to congregate anywhere.
None of it doesn't make any sense, guys.
Sadness.
Sadness.
Sadness in his eyes. Yeah,
No,
baseball's
that's-
gonna start soon with no fans.
That's weird,
Yeah.
man.
At least I
Like,
could watch something though.
But even that, like, I like from like playing sports, like it's different, because like at some point of the game you end up playing with the crowd.
the energy of the crowd. There'll be no
Yeah.
energy of the
There's
crowd
no
in these
energy.
games. Yeah.
So it's like, bro, I just watched, I think on Instagram, a high school or college like final game, and it was like a buzzer beating shot, and the kid pulls it up and he made it, and it was just like it was
Yeah.
nothing, like
You know what would be crazy?
nothing.
If they could somehow say, this is an insane idea. Imagine if they painted the seats in the stadium with green screen paint, and then like fans could zoom in, could be like on Zoom, and they'd be like on the green screens while you're broadcasting the game. So then theoretically fans would be there, and like you
Yeah.
could kind of hear all the fans on their own Zooms watching it or some shit.
So a full Zoom stadium.
Yeah, kinda. They would green screen the seats so that like us watching would see other people on Zoom, you know, where the seats are in the stadium.
But you know they already do that, right? With like the VR.
yeah, something like that. They,
They,
could
they
use
do
that
that
too.
for
Yeah.
they do that for sporting
That
events.
would be cool.
That you
Yeah.
put on like
VR
VR and like you're right there courtside in like the basketball games and stuff like that. Like
Hell
something
yeah,
like
that
that.
sounds
You
You're
dope.
both
see
talking
it.
about two sides of like the same possible scenario. He's
Yeah.
talking about so the players get the feedback of the audience.
No, but I'm
When you-
saying they
yeah.
already do it so they can work off of it. Like
No, the players wouldn't see anything because they were like in the studio
But
technically.
what they could do is literally they can have like free Zoom sessions that people can call into. We could have like multiple rooms.
You pay.
Anywhere.
You pay for the password.
Basically pay per view. But what you do is you just have a nonsense audio
like buying a ticket
coming
to a
from
stadium.
a million different little tiny
Right.
blue
Zooms.
pill speakers.
Dude,
Yeah.
imagine if JBL fucking sponsored that and they had to fill a stadium with that shit. Like,
That's a
dude,
lot.
what
That's
a great
crazy.
promotion
Yo, just
for
for a
them.
commercial, that would be phenomenal.
Yeah, for like Zoom's commercial. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
All right,
like
we
that,
gotta
yeah.
stop
But
talking
did-
before.
but
they
Yeah, let's
fucking
not
take
give
the-
up our
Before at
idea.
the Super Bowl, we see
No,
this
no.
ad.
But did you hear about what the NBA was thinking about doing?
No, what?
Using the 2K audience noise while they were playing.
yo,
They were
that's
literally thinking about
great.
doing that.
No, fuck
That's
that. NBA
great.
Jam. Bring back NBA Jam. All I want to hear is 4 lines of text. That's it.
Yo, do you guys remember NBA Streets?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Those games are good, man.
That used to
Yeah.
be. I didn't really care for basketball. I've always been terrible at basketball my whole life, so I never really cared for basketball. That game was so much fucking fun.
Streets is the shit.
It was.
Hell yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
I'd always pick the Jack dude. Like, he had these biceps that were like fucking 22 inches. It was like Hulk Hogan running down the court.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there was like cool like combination dunks and shit
Yeah.
you could do in that game. That game was kind of like Street Fighter for basketball.
Yeah.
in a way.
Yeah.
it was like that style. It was like arcade basketball.
I used to love throwing the alleys, bro. from
Yeah,
half
me
court,
too.
yo.
From all the way down
Oh.
court. Yeah.
Oh man.
Nah, I used to like to dunk from the foul line. I would take off from the foul line and do the fucking Jordan dunks, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
But also more old school games like that. Remember Blitz?
Oh,
Yeah, Blitz was fun.
Blitz
fun.
was
Blitz
the
was
same
the
idea
Blitz
for
was
shit,
football.
man.
Me and
That was where the truck stick or the hit stick first came in.
Yeah,
Yep.
like you breaking bones
Yep.
and shit like that.
on Xbox 360, they put out NFL Blitz, and it had an online version. Me and Brian used to play that all the time. We'd play like both of us on a team against other random people online. We would murder people all the time. We loved Blitz. Blitz was like one of those like random arcade games.
Yeah,
that me and
man.
him
Hell
were
yeah,
really
man.
good at. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell
it,
bro.
it was great before EA basically became
Destroyed
the
everything.
Oh
monopoly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And whatnot.
Yo, I used to like the old. Remember the WWE SmackDown?
Oh.
Those were like they had
Those
like
were fun.
2K6. I'm talking like
Yes.
2006. I got put on that game from some of my best friends from grammar school, and I remember playing that shit all throughout high school. Every year, create a wrestler, create a title, and just we'd have these fucking big ass matches, battle royals, bro.
Those were fun fucking
Yeah.
games,
Hell
man.
yeah, man.
Yeah, you could create your own character and shit.
They were creative for
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
game that was
You could
fucking
choose your own,
15
like,
years old.
Intro
Entrance music.
Yeah.
That was my
Yeah.
favorite part for whatever reason. Was the
Yeah.
entrances. Yeah. Yep. The rest
Oh,
was
man.
gravy after that.
Oh, man.
I did have a weird moment with a wrestling video game. Like I tried to create a guy that I could see myself. You know, you got to put yourself in the game.
Yeah, it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was obviously a thick set dude with body hair, shaved head, and like a goatee. Because back in the day, goatee was cool to me. And then on the back of his vest, I put hell yeah. And then fast forward 10, 15 years, that was literally Stone Cold.
Yeah. Dude,
Basically,
you wanna laugh, like my creative character was the same dude in every game. So the guy I would create would have like the same tattoos and the same name. So it was like his own progression. And towards like the last games I was playing, I was even making him look older.
Were you? Could you like? What'd you do? Like transfer him over, or you just kept making? The
I
same
would like
guy?
try and like kind of like I would try and make it look like the previous guy. Like I
Oh,
would
so you
say-
didn't actually carry him over.
No,
you
no,
would
no.
like make
so,
him
like, when
again.
you
in each
recreated
game.
him,
Yeah.
I would try and make it like the same theme, like of who
Right.
he was, and like he went through like a steroid phase and shit. And so like, but he would always have the same. You know, it was like a Easter egg where like something
Yeah, I
kept
know what you
crossing
mean.
over from game
Yeah.
to game, and like it was his progression of his own career.
Did you guys ever play like the fucking Madden games and the NCAA ones?
I was about to say
I
that
used to
too.
play the NCAA
Because-
football. Those were fun.
Because NCAA football did it that you can cross
You
over
could cross
over
your character into
over.
the Madden. Yeah.
I'm surprised wrestling hasn't done that because
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like literally, you can go throughout your whole college career.
Yeah, I used to
and
do
then
that.
Oh, I think
Wherever
can
you get
now.
drafted, that's what you
Yep.
pick up on
I used
the
to
NFL
fucking.
side.
The way you would do it is you'd have NCAA. You'd start, like a my play or whatever, and then you'd go through the 4 years of going to college, and then that's it. Then you go get Madden. You'd like save your guy onto a memory card or whatever, and
That's
then you go to
awesome.
Madden, and it would upload your guy from your memory card into Madden, and then draft you on a team, and then you could go play an entire.
Wish we could
NFL
do that.
career. That shit
Yo.
was pretty cool.
Yo,
Yeah, it was.
know who should have create a character? Call of Duty.
Yes.
How great would create a character
Like the
They
face
al-
and everything.
They
But you know,
already
they-
have so much shit like
did that
you
for
could
me
do
already.
in there.
Oh
They
yeah.
did that for me already.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, they
he's
do
in
have
the new one.
Justin.
Texan
They
guy.
do have
Texan
Justin
guy.
in there,
Yeah.
yeah.
Good thing you went after
It's
that
a
one.
different style though.
I
Like
was
Battle
coming-
Royale is more about customizing your weapon than it is
I
your
understand, but
character.
I would love
The
to
character's just a
instead of
skin.
picking a
Yeah.
skin, I would like to play as me and like how I would want my guy to fucking look.
Me
like.
too.
Create the way
but
your
it does it already for
person
me.
looks, and then you
Yeah.
can change it.
Yeah.
The only
clothes
downside
after.
to that is my character, he could sprint really fast, but for like a second.
That would look funny as fuck though. Like you
Oh.
could make just big fat fucking characters and make them run like 1,000 miles per hour.
Yo, but the hitboxes would just be too much.
Yeah, then you get hit. Then everybody's super skinny.
They should do that. They should do
They
that.
could be
They
super
probably
skinny.
They have,
But they can't hold all the gear.
yeah.
maybe on the
Yeah.
next one, the next like console.
I think we just
Nah,
invented class-based.
Yo, if they don't carry this guy over to the next Call
They
of
are,
Duty,
they are.
I'm never playing Call of Duty ever
They are.
No,
again.
the next Call of Duty.
They
is
need
the
to
Cold
carry
War.
my character over to every single Call of Duty. Like, I won't play it. Deadass, I won't play it. Fuck that shit. That's me in a nutshell.
Wait, as the
You know
Latin
he's
guy,
police, right?
I know.
Okay.
as the Hispanic character, did he like make it to the end of the game?
Oh, we always make it to
I
the
don't
end.
actually play the fucking campaign.
Oh, the
Call
campaign.
of Duty. I just
Yo.
play multiplayer.
Am I the only one who's played the campaign?
I haven't
Yeah,
played it, but
probably.
I
I
love
played
the
it. I thought it was
fucking, I love the
amazing.
campaigns.
Yeah,
You played the
I can't be
campaign?
bothered.
Was it good?
yeah, that's
It
amazing.
was good.
Story wise, good.
Story wise, good.
It was a lot of stealthy missions, but it was good.
I
Yeah.
couldn't even fathom.
I haven't heard anything about it. Maybe I'll try it.
Go into it, dude. Fuck out of here. No, I'm here for one thing.
Is it? Do I have to have played other
I'm
ones?
here
or
for
can I
one
play
thing
this?
and
Mow
one
the
thing
grass
only.
and drop
You can play
grass,
that.
and I'm
I
done
can play it as
mowing.
standalone.
Because-
I don't have to be caught up on the story.
No,
This
they-
this
they
is
leaked.
before I think Modern Warfare 2
No shit, really.
or Modern Warfare 1.
No, the last campaign I played, it was a Vietnam game.
No, but I'm talking about story wise. Like, what
That's
is
what I'm
the
saying.
story about?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it's before one of the Modern Warfares. It was like a prequel to it.
How the
I
fuck
don't
is that
think so. It's
possible?
an after
though? Like
because
the-
Ghost is different. Ghost came back after.
Oh shit, yeah, you're right.
what about
Ghost-
Price? Isn't Price like old
Yes.
now?
Yeah,
Yeah, Price is.
Price is old, but I'm saying
Price
like
was
Ghost
young.
came back and he was just like he disappeared for a while, especially after the old Modern Warfare 2. Oh man, that's a great man.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
Two was good.
How about
I
this
enjoyed
one?
it too.
Remember the hours me, you, Brian, Kelly put into that fucking game, Modern Warfare 2 and
Both of
Prestige and Prestige and Prestige. No, 2, because I think 2
Well, yeah,
is the
2,
greatest
yeah.
game to ever.
I liked two.
Yeah.
2
To
is
ever-
good.
I like the Black Ops that we played the shit out of.
Nah, 2.
I
was
didn't
like-
play Black Ops.
What was the first Call of Duty game that we played the
Two.
shit out of? Yeah?
Two, yeah.
Okay,
It was
that
two.
was crazy.
2 was the best
Yeah,
one.
2
We
man.
played the shit out of it. That was a
Two
good
was the
fucking
best.
game, dude.
I
That
think
was that
everyone
the one
played
with
the
house
shit out
that-
of
It was
it,
the
too.
mansion. It was the big mansion in the house, and you go around the backyard and shit.
I don't remember. I
Are
remember
you
it
talking
was
about like it
Tomb
was
Raider?
a house on the hill? There was elevated terrain. There was lower
Yep, and you
terrain.
go through
there was
the
a barn.
driveway and
Yeah.
pop
Yes,
Oh,
yes, I
yes,
know
yes.
exactly. I know exactly which house you're
remember that.
talking
It's
about.
like a glass like man.
Yes.
Yes, it was
you
a
go
big
up the
yes.
hill.
Yeah.
Bro,
That
that's
house
two.
was the
That's two?
shit.
Yeah.
Bro, Modern Warfare 2 is probably the only game that was been played for hours among
Yeah.
humans.
Yeah.
I used to stay up so late, like drinking Sprite, just to stay awake. I'm not even joking. And we'd be on, like Brian would be on too. You guys would be on.
You know-
and it would just be fucking. I'd be like 4:30 in the morning, and I'd just be like, so happy to be playing.
I've literally played that
Get
game,
some!
and I've heard people call out of work
oh yeah, I did
to
that. a few
keep
times.
on going, and I'm like, oh man, is this type of night? Yo, fuck.
Yo, Big
Those
Mike.
are fun, bro. Fuck that.
Big Mike used to save all his vacation days for the release of Call of Duty. To take like 2 weeks off and just disappear. Dude, he was so good at Call of Duty at one point at the Best Buy down the street from our house on the big Megatron TV. They had a Call of Duty contest, and they're like, the winner of this, contest gets a free game. Fucking Mike scraped them and went home with a fucking free
Nice.
game and took off for 2 weeks just to play this game.
I played fucking Warzone with Mike like once or twice. He was like John Wick.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I didn't even have to do anything. He just killed everybody and we won. It was so easy. I was like, wow, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, what time is it? We did that in like record time.
So,
Baba Yaga, man.
talk about cancel culture. Bro,
What?
that Modern Warfare 2's lobby before getting into
Oh my god, the horrific shit said
Yo,
that.
that was A1 conversation.
Sometimes you couldn't even hear it because it was starting to just be just everyone was just screaming at each other.
Fuck your mother. Like
Yep.
that was nothing, bro.
Yeah. That was
Shit-
polite.
Yeah, that was that was actually
Yo.
that was I respect you.
I'm
Let's-
coming to your house. I'll fucking kill you.
I'm gonna skin your whole family and
That-
feed him to your dogs.
That
And
shit
people
used
would
to
say the
get
most
crazy.
terrible shit.
I'm killing everyone in your house.
Yo, imagine if they brought that back for 24 hours
Oh,
for Call of Duty.
Yo, I bet you.
Your parents, kids, everybody, that shit would get shut down so
Kids would
fast.
be committing suicide today, bro.
Oh,
I was gonna say, I bet you we
Holy
could fucking
shit.
YouTube crazy lobbies of games
We
that
can.
people recorded back
Yeah,
then.
we
You don't
wouldn't
think
be
so?
able to play that.
That's
no,
true,
it would have
that's
been.
true. Well, we'll do it on our own time, just for fun, so we can
Yeah.
laugh about it.
There was a lot of racist stuff that was put out there.
Bro.
Yeah, but I bet you
lot of
people
racist
fucking
That
recorded
was
shit like
some
a
of the
capture
most
card.
Oh,
racist
100%.
shit ever.
Has
That's
it-
why everybody thinks everyone's racist from playing in those fucking lobbies.
Have you ever heard the? Have you ever seen those pranks where I think the guy has to be a hacker, but it's he acts like an African
Yes.
drug lord or something like
Yes.
that, and he knows where you live, so you're talking shit to him. I know where you live. You live in 1534 Whitlock Avenue or something like that. He's like, what the fuck? How do you know? What? Dad, you know, these kids they act up and stuff like that, and
Was
then
he
he
doing,
just.
like IP tracing?
I guess
them or something?
IP tracing, and he'll get where they live, so he hacks them. Oh, they go from like being tough gangsters to all of a sudden
Yeah.
like, huh?
Shit in their pants.
Dad, you know, and they get fucking scared, bro. It's so
Oh,
fucking
man.
good. Those videos are awesome.
That's funny.
Oh my
But those
God.
lobbies were because it wasn't the lobby itself; it was the lobby. And then once you fucking play the match, you get to talk to them again.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Afterwards, it was just shit talking.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
You can still do that, dude. To be honest with you.
No, you
To
can't.
an
No, you
extent.
can't. Because if you play multiplayer mode, every lobby switches.
Oh yeah.
No lobby stays the same.
No, but you can still talk before
You-
and
yeah,
after the game.
you could,
with each other.
but
So you
this
can still
one-
really scream at people.
But you
I
could
want-
play 6 matches with the same fucking
Yeah.
know what you
team.
mean, yeah.
And that was
So
the shit.
that's
yo.
when shit got
got
violent.
real.
Especially you had a guy who camped
That's true. Yeah.
the whole
Camping
match,
it from
and
multiple
you
games.
knew who he was. You were just like, "Fuck you, you cocksucker!" You know what I mean?
You're right, you're
Didn't
right.
I flipped out. I flipped
Oh,
out on
yeah.
one match. This recent one, we were playing Warzone, bro, and I just remember I was like, "Hey." How's those fucking marshmallows tapes, you fucking cocksucker? You camping like a motherfucker. You're out here fucking, you know, burning fucking marshmallows, you fuck. Keep camping, you know? And I fucking lost
was
it. Because the
dying,
guy
bro.
did not move. He did not move. He was just playing hardcore.
Literally
And
camping.
I don't play hardcore. So I
That's
was
so
like,
annoying.
I was like,
So
because it's
annoying.
like one shot, one kill.
Yeah.
So I'm like fucking running by him, and he just in the same.
That's not even the
fucking
correct way to
spot.
play either. You're gonna die
No.
eventually.
Oh,
yeah.
You
Dude,
need to
I
relocate
love
all the
After
time.
you get the same person.
I
4
love
times.
even in this Call of Duty when you kill somebody, you could hear like the last like 4 seconds
God, that's
of
the
their
best.
mic.
That
And
is the
dude,
best.
I
Oh,
love
when they start
coming around
yelling.
the corner and melted someone, and they're just like, "Come on, the red button!"
Yeah. Yep.
You ever hear somebody scream?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All the time. All the time.
Dude, when they scream, I end up getting killed because I just start crying.
Yo, dude, I went by one guy. He's like, I shot him in the face 3 fucking. And then
Yeah,
he
it's always
cuts down
such
on
hard
the
anger.
fucking-
You have to scream, I think, really loud for us, to, like, for the other people to even hear you. So
I don't know, but sometimes when people actually scream out like they're dying, man, I crack up.
But they're so mad though.
It sounds
The
like
best
you're
is-
dying. Yeah, in real life. Yeah.
Serious, yeah. Like they really got shot.
Yep. I kind of want to play it now, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
I got the full fucking version now too, so I can play regular multiplayer with you guys.
Oh,
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah.
time,
Yep,
buddy.
The best
Murdering
is-
people.
Oh, how about this one? So when fucking Call of Duty came out, right? There was cross platform, right? Yeah. And
There still is.
There's one player that I used to play with all the time, and he was absolutely trashed in Call of Duty. Trash. He was terrible in gaming. This and that.
Is he
Blah
a
blah.
gamer friend?
No, you'll see. So he then bought. He purchases and he builds his own PC, right? And he gets on. He gets on PC, and starts destroying people. To 35 kills a game, bro. 40 kills a game with like 2-3 deaths, and I'm like, you motherfucker. And then all of a sudden,
I think I'm figuring
and
something
then-
out right
and
now.
then-
I already figured it out.
Yeah, and then literally 3 months after, I'm like, what the fuck happened? This guy is fucking dominating matches. They started petitioning to ban cross-platform because PC players
Oh,
are
yeah.
dominating, and this fucking kid over here
Yep.
was murdering people, bro, murdering people, and people would just get pissed off that they were playing with a
quit.
PC game. But that guy,
Yeah, they're annoying as fuck, dude. I play
Right here.
sometimes. We play
Holla
on
at your
Xbox.
boy.
yeah.
Mouse and keyboard, boy.
35 kills, 2 deaths. Every match, and I'm over here like, what the fuck? Because it's quicker. It's quicker.
The aiming
Way
is-
quicker.
And there's no aim
Impeccable,
assist.
bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. The aiming on there is ridiculous, bro.
I got so much respect for you because when I was playing like for the 2 weeks we had I had with COVID, I was playing on PC using my Xbox controller, but then I realized I can just emulate an Xbox controller with the mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, and isn't it more precise, like where you
Yep.
aim because you just
Yeah.
use the mouse? So like, you someone's there, you just put the mouse there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like
But
bullshit.
yeah, it's a circular motion with regular Xbox and PlayStation. As for PC,
It's direct. Like you go
once
straight
you
to
go
it.
to that fucking one point, you're there, and it's not moving. It's not like You gotta balance it. There's
See,
no
I
balance.
feel like
It's
though
just,
using a controller is more like using an actual gun compared to using a
The
mouse.
triggers,
I
yeah.
yeah, like it's more like actually aiming a gun, a controller.
We talked about it.
That's
like,
real life. We're talking about games. And it's competition, baby. Who's number one? You know?
No,
we
dude,
talked about it how
Mouse and keyboard.
I know what the guys
I
say,
shot.
go ahead.
I used to shoot a Glock 9mm a lot, and you like the 1911. And in the game,
Both really good
we're
with
both
those
good
weapons.
with those pistols.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's
We're
looking
used to that.
down
So you
the
know what-
barrel
yeah.
is so much like
The real thing.
and we know how to use it. So
Yeah.
you
That
just
should
put
be
it where
shout
you
out to
gotta
the
do it.
developers, though.
Yeah, they
yeah.
what they do in Call of Duty well is they like emulate the way the guns feel and look very accurately to real life. Very
I don't know
accurate.
because
Like, they
there's
put a
some
lot.
metas that remember when the growl was just like no recoil.
Yeah, I
like,
said
no
some
people.
of the guns. Like the 1911 has been in every Call of Duty game. They know exactly how to make
Yeah,
it.
no,
the 1911's been around since fucking 1911.
Yeah, you
It's-
cannot
know what
get
I mean?
rid of
Like,
that
perfect
gun.
design.
Yeah, it's a perfect design.
It's the
yeah.
perfect weapon. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that fucking that
Yes.
gun. That gun's amazing. But
Just only
leave
hold
it alive.
7
But,
rounds is a sin.
you know, talking about like the way like you can do well, and then you can do well with the weapon of your choice that you actually shot, and you could be like, wow, it looks like so realistic, bro.
Yeah.
The future of gaming,
Oh yeah.
unbelievable.
Oh,
You're
virtual
gonna have
reality and shit.
PTSD.
No, not even.
You're
virtual-
gonna be doing
virtual-
that.
not even
Dude,
virtual
I already
reality,
do, bro.
with the Unreal Engine 5, with the realism and stuff like that, dude. These game, and then you go from the realism to virtual reality. It's gonna be like Ready Player One.
Virtual reality would be crazy if you could play like Warzone in virtual reality, but I don't know how they.
How could
would
you
you?
keep up?
How
You
could
run
you run?
miles
It'd
and
have to be
miles.
like
No,
your
that-
thoughts would make you run, as opposed to you having to physically run.
They
while-
had a
something like
guy
that.
playing Battlefield. It was a circular thing that was around him.
Yeah, but you'd
with a
get exhausted
harness,
though.
Oh, the treadmill.
How
with a
do
treadmill,
I run?
and would run.
How
I can
across
run around
Verdansk,
the
it's not
corner. I
possible.
can't run from Boneyard to the
Yeah, you'd be
the
dead.
sawmill or
It'd be a
whatever
good
it is.
workout. Maybe that's a good option, right? Like if you want to work out while you play video games, you could play it that way. Or there's got to be another way. Maybe the controller has something that could like control your movement.
Think of it like
even
the
though like you're
sensitivity on the analog stick or your mouse. Same thing. So one step can translate to 4 or 5 steps of the character. Because otherwise,
it'd be hard to like.
there's going to be a whole generation of gamers. They're going to have heart attacks when this
Yeah.
new technology comes
It'd
out.
be hard to
Yeah,
like.
but then there's
time
gonna be a
that. I
whole
don't know. Like,
generation.
if you're
of,
taking a
like,
step and you guys
CrossFit
fucking running,
champions.
Yeah,
it'd be hard to like gauge that. I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. They could just make it so way that like your fucking thoughts could
You
control
could
the running.
probably still use the controllers to move, but your vision and your hand motion is going to be where your guy's looking, while you're using the controller to.
I have an idea.
to
The
move 'em.
gun, right? The gun could have. You'd have 2 hands on your rifle, right? The front part would be you're controlling where you're running, like you know what I mean, like the running part. You know how your left thumbstick on an Xbox is how you control where you move. Your gun would have that, so you'd be
That's a lot to be doing.
right, but it could be done. You'd have to get used to it. It's a different sort of controller, but it could be done.
So you guys understand how AR, augmented reality, is different from virtual reality, right?
No.
Yes, yes.
So augmented reality is basically altering the reality that you perceive. So what you can have are things like NYZ Apocalypse, which there's a very specific photo on Facebook. I hope you guys never find. But essentially, you're
NYC Apocalypse?
in NYZ Apocalypse.
Ah.
Yeah, it's in that area of Long Island, which is also kind of undergoing apocalypse right now. But the whole thing about AR is you have like a paintball field, you have like a laser tag field, you have the generic area set up, and then with the goggles, the headphones, and everything, as you're going through, you're not seeing gray walls with little dots on it. You're seeing the alien spaceship.
Right.
You're having like mist and shit shot at you.
I get
You're
you.
having breeze. That is what I want.
Dude, you know what's the problem's going to be? If games start becoming like that, like, and no disrespect to anyone who has this, you're going to get actual PTSD. Because I've been in...
I don't think so.
Yeah, dude. If you're actually
You get
physically
PTSD
moving
playing
and
Call
you
of Duty
turn
now,
a
though?
corner and you get gunned down...
But
like,
you're gonna know though you're playing a game. Like
I understand,
you
but
know
you
it's
gotta
not
think
real.
it's-
After you do that 10 times, bro. After you respawn 10 times, you're gonna get used to it. You're gonna be
Yeah,
like,
and you're going to become desensitized to death.
No, it's not the same, bro. You'll still.
Jamie, I'm gonna send you a photo specifically for this part of the video.
I don't think so.
Nah, but think about like think of how crazy it is, like when all the bombs are going off, like with an airstrike. Like that must be something insane to live through in the middle of a battlefield. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Unless they put like pain receptors in it, so you're gonna feel getting shot. I don't think you'll have
but
an
you're
issue.
still gonna witness somebody coming at you, like gunning you down. Imagine like a finisher, and like in the game you're getting turned around and somebody's just
That'd be
capping
awesome.
you.
You will scream like a bitch.
Like I said, but like I said,
You
you
will
know
scream
you're
like
in
a
a game
bitch.
though. Like,
Ah, man.
Listen, at
Have you ever played virtual reality?
certain moments,
Yes.
certain moments.
I don't feel like I've left the earth. I feel like this is cool, and I could I could get a feel for it. But I didn't think I left my normal body, and then I can now die somehow in this
I
alternate
think you
universe
get the
that I'm
initial
in.
shock of getting gunned down.
Yeah.
What you got to do
I
is play a
wouldn't. And maybe-
horror game in VR.
Yo, shoot that nigga right now. yo.
Maybe you
He'd
guys
be like
would,
the
but everybody's
Japanese
different.
roller coaster.
All right, Joe, you got something else?
Something else?
We went on a hell of a tangent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a good gaming. That was a good gaming.
We like games.
Flame up.
This next one is like really ridiculous. So this man supposedly discovered why crackers have jagged edges.
Wait, what?
You
No.
know,
I'm
like
not
the
high
Ritz
enough for
crackers,
this question.
like the jagged edges.
What?
It's to use to cut cheese.
Get the fuck
You
out of
take
here.
the cracker, you scrape it in, and you cut the cheese.
What
No,
kind
no,
of
no,
cheese?
no.
we
You know
talking?
What
Butter?
type of
He
soft cheese do you
I was
make
gonna
this
say,
Is
in?
there a
nacho
video?
cheese,
Is there a
man,
video
but-
on this?
No.
Because I need to see
The
this.
cheese I know is
I
gonna
got
break
Ritz
your
crackers
fucking cracker
upstairs.
So
instantly.
literally, those ridges, homeboy said you're supposed to roll the cracker above the cheese, like over it, and it cuts
For
it right
what,
in half.
3 hours?
It
Like,
cuts it right in half. I'm like, this
What
is
kind of cracker are we
ridiculous.
talking about again?
Like
And
Ritz
Cap
cracker,
is gonna
like
go
the
home
Ritz
and
cracker?
try this, and
Yeah.
8 hours later, Cap's gonna be like, "What the? I
Ritz
wasted all these."
cracker's not fucking cutting cheddar or a block
This sounds
of
like a
Swiss.
fucking crock of shit to me.
Yeah.
I don't believe him.
I don't know.
Yo,
That was
what
like
the
one of the news articles for
Yeah,
today.
I wish we had
Fuck
cheese
off.
right
Yeah,
now.
I
Most
know.
of those
I
crackers
agree.
come
Cheese and
broken
Ritz
in the
crackers now.
fucking
Yeah.
the case. Now they're gonna start cutting
That's how
cheese. They
weak
can't
them
even make
shits
it to
are.
the store. The fucking
They
crackers.
can't make it home. They
Yeah,
can't.
and they're gonna
can't.
cut cheese. Get out of here.
No wait.
If you want to feel decadent, you get the saltines,
Ooh, those are nice.
Yeah.
cream cheese.
Unless you get a Triscuit.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Decadent.
This guy, doesn't your father use a wire to cut cheese?
Yeah, some cheese. Yeah, it's hard as fuck. That's what I'm saying. I know cheese. It's hard. You ain't coming in with a fucking cracker.
I know cheese.
Yeah. There's no way. You're not cutting cheese with a fucking cracker.
They use the piano.
You need a
wire.
knife to cut cheese. They make knives specifically for cutting cheese. I have at my house little cheese knives. They're like these little appetizer knives for cheese. They're fucking sharp as shit. You tell me you're gonna cut cheese with a fucking cracker? That was
I'm getting
Justin. That was a Snapple fact, bro.
Listen, yo, he's going home and he's gonna try that shit out.
Hey, you know the picture I took of him in Brian's house when he's like sitting on the couch? He's like, "I'm gonna get a shirt that says I know cheese."
I know cheese. There you go.
Yo, he's so frustrated now. He's gonna go home and try that shit. He's like, no,
I don't have to
No,
try
but he
that.
knows
It's not
it. He
gonna
knows
work.
That's a
already.
hashtag.
He's
for
a
the
per-
show.
he's
I
I
know
know
a-
your ass is gonna go upstairs and try it.
Oh, 100%.
I don't got
yeah.
cheese.
You
Yeah.
got Ritz crackers.
I got Ritz crackers.
You don't got no
cheese?
queso fresco? Man?
Nah, you got cheese?
Queso
I
de
got
papa,
cheese at home.
man.
Of course
I got
cheese.
crackers. Let's go.
Tropicana.
He's gonna
Sometimes
take.
fucking good Italian don't have cheese at home.
Yeah, he's gonna take the Kraft cheese and the single cheese.
Oh, you mean a block of yellow?
The shit that don't melt.
Oh man.
Edible colors.
good.
Government cheese out here.
All right. Speaking about cheese, you got anything that else is real?
What else is real? So yeah, what's up with this UFC fighter Mike Perry with the bar altercation?
Yeah. So Mike Perry is a UFC fighter. Actually, can you pull up? There's a
Wait a
video.
second.
of it.
Hold on. Are they still? I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I don't know what you're about to talk about, so I'm interested in it. But are they fighting? Are they fighting on an island now?
Oh yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to watch that.
Kumite?
Yeah.
Apparently, UFC bought a fucking island.
Yeah.
and
How do
they're
we
just
watch it?
having
Maybe we can watch it
battles.
on my
Fight.
house.
It's
gonna be
called.
late
I
at
think
night.
it's called Fight Island. Something like
Let's.
that.
We're gonna
Yeah.
have to pay for it, but I'm down.
We'll figure it
Yeah.
out. We'll figure
Type
it
in
out. We'll do it.
Mike Perry fights. TMZ has it, but it's a
Fucking
video.
Jamie TMZ.
Yeah.
TMZ.
TMZ. TMZ.
Jamie is TMZ. I don't give a fuck.
Yo,
But-
when that dude, what's his name that runs TMZ? The main fucking guy.
Dana White.
TMZ, not
Oh,
UFC.
TMZ. Sorry. I
Why do I
smoked
feel like
weed,
it's
all
something
right?
Ari?
The fucking weird. The
No,
guy.
it's
He's always drinking out of one of those tin cups. And
Yeah.
He's weirdly jacked for an older guy.
he's a lawyer. He's actually.
I know who he
Yeah.
is. I don't know
Yeah.
his name.
I forgot
Okay,
his name
well,
too.
when he retires, you better be replaced.
Oh, I would love to do it. Yeah, just so I
Fucking
can shit on
gossip.
every single.
He'd be
TMZ
sitting up
Ortiz.
there with fucking basketball shorts hanging off of him.
Oh my god.
But this guy's a UFC fighter,
Old man at the bar.
and he hits an old man at the bar.
Oh,
but
the one to the left, because
Oh, I think I did see this.
Oh, I know what this is.
Yeah, this you guys sent this in the fucking group text or whatever. Whose idea was it to put a light in front of the TV?
right hook.
Yeah.
Right hook.
I think it was in his right to knock that fucking guy up.
Damn.
Who charges a UFC fighter?
That fucking guy.
So then the video goes on to him going, and he sits down and he's like, "Don't fucking touch me. Nobody fucking touch me." I mean, it's a UFC fighter. Don't fucking touch the guy. That's number one, right? You know, respect someone's space. Also, too, I think this is like an early stage of fighters actually getting so fucked up in the head that they just, snap.
Oh, we're just gonna have super soldiers running around the fucking world beating the shit out of people.
How long
Yeah.
has his career been so far?
Yep.
He's a good fighter.
No, but for like how many years has he been fighting?
I don't know how many.
Oh,
years.
some
I
of
don't
these
know.
kids start when they're 18, and you don't even know about them until they're 25.
I'm saying you're getting hit in the head your whole fucking life. You know what I mean? This is like a special case where it's like you snap and you just fuck every. I think when you get to a certain point when you're a fighter in martial arts or just regular MMA UFC fighting, your hands get registered to the police because it's lethal weapons at that
6
point
years.
because you know how to use them. So you're supposed to conduct yourself accordingly to be
shouldn't be
peaceful,
killing
never
people.
resort to
Yeah,
violence.
Should be knocking people out.
But when an old guy comes and touches you, you should also understand. You can subdue him. You're a UFC fighter. Relax. This guy fucking just fucking Mike Tyson's the guy to the floor.
You're saying he's skilled enough at fighting, you should be able to put the guy down without
Yeah.
having to knock him the fuck out with a punch.
Yeah. And that's what he did. He
Although
fucking
honestly, that's also probably
true.
the best way to resolve that situation. Just one strike, it's over. The guy will bounce back at some point.
Nah,
but the guy-
nigga.
no,
Assuming
no,
they
nah,
put his
yo,
face back together.
Not for nothing, bro. When you hit that level of status of fighting, you can literally fucking end someone's life
Yeah.
with a single punch.
No, but I feel like in this
You
scenario,
also
he would
realize
have known
this
enough
guy
not
is
to kill the
just
guy.
this is like a stone cold reaction. Guy fights for a living.
Yeah.
Somebody's trying to fight him. What do you do?
And he stone cold hit an older man. He could have probably killed that nigga.
Yeah?
Yeah,
You
but
could-
at the same
you
time-
could die from hitting the ground.
Yeah.
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 In case you guys didn't know, those two cops are not. They still got their jobs. That pushed down the old man in Baltimore.
Did they? I thought they got fired or no?
They got
Oh
fired.
no, I think they got. I think they got taken off the squad, but they're still getting paid. Like they lost their jobs, but they're still getting paid. Like they're suspended without pay, something like that,
What's this?
or with pay, suspended with pay.
The old man that got pushed in Buffalo.
Oh, in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He had a squib on him.
A squib?
A squib.
Well, like
a
a
blood
fucking-
squib?
Oh.
Like a Hollywood squib?
See, I don't know if you notice in the camera right now. I actually have one right now. It matches perfectly with a bald head. You can't even see. It's imperceptible.
Yeah, a police officer told me that there was a blood squib. It was fake. It was
Really?
staged.
He did that one on purpose, or that was the whole thing was staged.
No,
No,
that the
that-
whole thing was
that's just
staged.
the
That the guy fucking fell and he had a squib on him.
Right,
that
but
just
he
had-
basically threw himself.
the
on
whole
ground and
fucking
did
thing is
that?
real. They pushed the fucking old man to the ground and he fucking was unconscious.
Okay,
The
I
story-
agree.
But I'm saying, as a law enforcement officer,
Okay, I
you
see.
should never fucking agree to say that fucking guy, was faking it.
It's this type.
That's
of,
the problem.
It's the type of smokescreen story
And it goes
that
both
out
way with everything.
That
Gotcha.
if
You know what I
remember,
mean?
they-
It's fitting
I
the
thought you guys were
narrative.
being
I'm
dead
sorry.
serious, like
No,
that's
no,
what
I'm
happened.
trying to.
You know why it
de-escalate
doesn't
right
fit
now.
the narrative? Because it was an old white guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
If it was an old black guy, there could be a story there.
Flags would have been going off
Oh,
left
yeah.
and right. Oh man.
Sorry, just
For like a week.
yeah.
A
and then
week,
you had
bro.
that girl.
They would've
What's that
killed
girl
it.
named Thurnberger? How dare you?
Greta
What did
Thunberg.
Ricky Gervais say?
How is
Thunberg?
she? They made her like an expert on fucking social issues. What? She's like 9.
They try to put her on the panel.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
A panel
For
of
like the UN.
coronavirus.
She's not a doctor.
Yeah.
She's
They
a
try to
kid.
they try to put her on the coronavirus panel.
Yeah, they did. CNN had her
You
on
saw that, right?
panels.
You
What
saw
the
that, right?
fuck? What does she know? She's just a child.
Yeah.
She dropped out of elementary school.
I'm not that child. How dare you?
You could drop out.
I'm gonna start acting like her this whole
No,
episode.
dude, Nickelodeon's gonna do for the first time ever like the kid of the year. I guarantee you,
It's gonna
she
be
will.
her.
Oh, it's gonna be her.
No,
Oh,
that'd be beneath her at this point, dude.
Yeah.
She's
Probably.
gonna get
Yeah.
the Medal of Honor.
You know
I hope she gets slimed in the
Dude, they're
Purple
gonna make
Heart.
her like Time Person of the Year. Like,
yeah.
No, forget this
global
Greta
warming.
chick. You gotta get that Nandy something, the British little girl with the drum set.
Okay, Epstein.
She's fucking fire. No. Yo,
Harvey
her
Epstein.
videos are fucking fire.
Nigga said, okay, Epstein. I'm done.
Yo, that needs to start
Yo.
like a trend. Like, just start calling people like, okay, Epstein.
Let's talk about Epstein a little bit again.
I don't want to be the first one. Let's move on.
Now let's talk about Epstein a little bit again.
You were pulling up the video. I was waiting for you to show it.
Yo, because this girl can fucking drum to Rage Against the Machine like it's nothing.
Oh, she's a drummer.
Oh, I
Yes.
think I know what you're talking about.
What the fuck did you
You
think
ever
I
see
was
the little
talking
kid
about?
that?
I heard
that
young
Ozzy
girl.
used to
I
bring
just
out
saw
on stage,
Epstein.
the
That's
crazy
it. Done.
Yo, there's fucking.
Yo, why are you flying on his plane like 26 times, bro? Relax.
You know I don't fly.
He's
Unless it's
defending
the
himself
Lolita
like he's on
Express.
trial. He's like,
I'm
bro,
pretty-
bro, it's not me.
Yo, 90s a Catholic school. This is reflex at this point. Why does it always get quiet after I say Catholic school?
Moment of
That's what I went
silence.
to.
I didn't
Yo,
get
who do you
touched.
guys think fucking Epstein really worked for? Like we always talk about, like it's crazy how they're gonna kill him. Those, you know, who is actually there?
I can tell you,
It's the Illuminati.
100%.
What?
You have an international problem. You have the Clinton family. You have
Goes deeper.
you have the British family. You have Prince Andrew tied involved. That's just two families.
But what is like this union of them that they, like, what is this thing that
I
they're?
hope I saved this.
Is it like a group? Is it like
So
there's
you
some
gotta-
sort of
It's an
fraternity?
underground.
All right, yo,
It's
you
an
want to Google
underground.
something? Google what families are trillionaires.
Rothschild.
Yes.
on the paper is anybody?
then you
No,
got, like,
right? Isn't
the-
Bezos almost a trillionaire?
No,
No,
there's several
Rothschilds.
trillionaires.
Really?
So there's a lot of people out there that have a net worth of a certain amount of money, but you don't know exactly how much they have. So,
didn't say that.
like for instance, you have Putin. Putin's got to be the richest man in the world. Why?
makes sense.
Because it's an oligarchy, and oligarchies consist of billionaires. What does oligarchy mean? That they're in cahoots with the government. The government gets a kickback.
Yo,
Who's
Walmart.
getting that kickback, and who's who's
Waltons,
been
yeah.
the president of the Kremlin for the longest time? Putin.
Yeah, he's going.
How
to be,
much money do
probably
you think
until
he
the day
has?
dies.
Yeah.
You're probably never going to see that money, but he definitely has offshore accounts.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
supposedly the richest man in the world. We'll
Makes
just
sense.
never know.
He controls an entire country, and like,
So now,
Yeah.
now think, we understand all this moves through money. Money motivates all, dude. It comes from the trillionaires. There's 4 or 5 families of that. They make the decision. It moves down to the billionaires, which moves out to Hollywood, the media, and fucking the politicians to do their bidding.
and Epstein worked for these people.
Yeah,
I always thought he was like
okay.
a-
So we always talk
like an
about George
informant.
Soros.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a huge billionaire who throws millions of dollars around for political agendas and shit. There's several other people out there like him. So you got fucking, if child trafficking is $1 billion a year, industry, you're gonna have some
Oh, shit, Van
billionaire
Damme is on
running
that
this
list?
industry
Van
through
Damme is on that list?
fucking somebody like Epstein.
No, I
Yeah.
don't think it's. I don't
But
think
the
it's
same
like
way,
John
like
Claude
you
Van
say,
Damme.
like because the same way you say Soros and stuff like that. You know who also has the
But-
same accountability as Soros? The Koch brothers.
Yeah, but see, you guys are saying they're in the
It's the same-
trillions.
it's
it says
so
that the Waltons
equivalent.
have 190.5 billion.
Yo, they have so
Doesn't
much
Jeff
money.
Bezos have more money than that?
He's about to hit a
Trillion,
trillion,
right?
dog.
Jeff
already a
Bezos. I think this
trillionaire.
is.
He's already
families.
trillion.
I think there's more
Pandemic,
wealthy
it pushed the
individuals.
I think
Trillion.
I think you need to
Wait.
do like trillion. Oh no,
No,
families
Wait,
for
Trill.
trillionaires.
Wait, Trill. Go ahead.
No, for real. What you call it? Jeff Bezos during this whole coronavirus
Made a
this
shit ton of money.
literally bumped him up to being a trillionaire
Trillionaire.
status.
Wait, have you
But
also have you also seen? I mean, you guys don't live in a city, but there's so many Amazon Prime vans
Oh yeah.
doing deliveries.
bro.
This fucking guy is Saint Nicholas, bro.
Dude, if you want a fucking yes, if you want a job, just go apply to be a warehouse worker at Amazon they
And
will
make
take you
fucking what, $14 an hour?
$15.
$15 an
You know
hour?
how we could push him over to that 1 trillion?
He's already there.
You're already there.
No, but to push. All right, well, fuck it. 3 weeks ago, a month ago, imagine to push him over.
Make him
John.
two. Make him two.
Have it so that there's one passenger seat in the Amazon Prime van, so that way they can also serve as Ubers.
Oh, that's a great.
Damn.
Damn hot. Shut this shit down.
Shut it down.
Shut
You
it
gotta
down.
edit
So many
that out.
ideas.
Shut it down because
That's it. Shut
that's
down.
what we just
Delete
gave
it.
him.
Write that
we
idea down.
gave him $1 trillion idea. This motherfucker's like,
All right, people. Take 2.
Yo,
Oh no, it's actually take 3.
Listen, here's the thing with this list that we got on here. It doesn't answer our question because these are just like rich families. These families don't necessarily have anything to do with the families you were talking about that have something to do with Epstein, like the British Crown, the Clintons.
But
They're
you
not on this
also
list.
don't know if any of these people don't.
Well,
have
maybe
it.
they are. Maybe they are. But
what's the
I'm-
question that you want to know?
Like, who does Epstein exactly work for, and what is it that they're actually doing?
Well, that's the $1 million
find it.
question,
No,
which
you'll
is why
never
they
find-
have.
What
You'll
they're
never
actually-
find that out, bro.
What they're
Which
actually
I'm still
doing.
asking that question.
Yeah,
What they're actually
but that's
doing
we all
is
are.
human trafficking and child trafficking and sex trafficking.
Why?
Yeah.
But this is the
Because
thing.
it's a $1 billion industry.
It's that, and it's like a whole secret society, supposedly.
Yeah.
And what do they do?
And what
Do
you
they
hear? What
control
you hear?
everything
Tell
that
us what you
happens in
what
the
you heard.
world?
I don't know. I'm only talking about what Epstein was doing. I'm not going to get political with it. What it is a whole network of human trafficking, and they're making billions. Are politicians involved? Maybe. Are actors involved? Maybe. We don't know who's involved.
Kevin
But-
Spacey.
Yeah, but Epstein was, a fucking middleman of some sorts in a human trafficking business.
I think he got dirt on people. He was like
he
the
definitely
guy
did.
that
Yeah.
would.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was making sure he put that clicky thing down.
So, it's funny how Hollywood works, because I talked about it on previous episodes of ours, where my favorite comedian is Chris D'Elia, and
Oh, he's Me Too'd now.
He's just got Me Too'd, right? And
But he's
I
got
thought
receipts.
he's got receipts, but also too, I find it funny that Hollywood hired someone like him. Let's say that he's guilty. Let's say like he's wrong, 100%. He did all those things. They hired him and casted him for a show playing a character equivalent to what he's doing, right? How fucking funny is that? That this guy got casted for fucking underage girls,
I think I've
and
heard
he's
this in
fucking
every
underage girls in real
podcast
life.
since-
Think it's a coincidence?
Yeah.
So,
It
no,
could be.
hear me out.
I don't think
Then
anything's
you
a
have
coincidence
a
anymore.
guy like Kevin Spacey who comes along and plays that whole House of Cards act.
But he played great in that. I love that shit.
But in real life, when the cards are on the table, he is Frank from House of
Basically,
Cards. That's weird,
Why do you
bro.
think
That's
they play
weird.
it so
These
well?
method actors
They
are
probably
just
see
taking it too far.
Yo,
either
you
it's method
understand,
actors
though,
or it's
you
just
know,
like it's like crazy psychopathic politician who fucks under Kevin Spacey. We'll call him. We'll give him a call. We're gonna hire him. Come on, bro.
So what we got to do is
It's
pay
how it
attention.
goes.
What we got to do for the next couple of months, pay attention to all these shows and movies that come on Netflix where they have actors that are like, why the fuck you on Netflix right
Chris
now?
Hemsworth,
Don't you dare fucking...
Thor,
Talking
motherfucking
about
Thor.
So we're trying to say that
He's got a huge contract with Netflix.
Yo, that motherfucker put fat bodies on the big screen in an MCU movie.
Thor.
I have a chance because of him.
No, he didn't.
Thor.
No, he didn't. Anthony Ruiz gave us a chance, brother. The Mexican fighter.
That is true.
Yeah.
boy.
Anthony Ruiz, the heavyweight champion of the world.
Yeah.
He gave us a chance. I looked at him and I go, let's go.
Best shape of
I
my
truffle
life.
shuffled in front of the TV. I say,
That was a win for big
Anthony
boys
Joshua. You ain't got
everywhere, yeah.
shit. And Anthony Joshua came in. He was healthy. And he was like, yo, I'm an Olympic champ. Toma. Fuck that motherfucker up. But
Instead of dusting his hands in chalk, it's like a bucket of adobo.
But it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like you want to know who are them. You're never gonna find
That's
out
the
because it
establishment.
runs
It's a secret
so
society.
fucking like
It's deep state.
it's
Illuminati,
like the
that's what
fucking
it
it's
is.
like the fucking what do they call the
Shield.
dark web. Like you're never gonna find these people, but they're there. They exist.
Yeah.
Bro, it's
And
like
to think
Hydra.
that and to think that
that's what it is.
Maybe they are
Shield
Hydra.
and Hydra,
but to
bro.
think
Shield
that they
Hydra right
don't
now, if you
exist,
think
they're
about it.
crazy
Hell,
because you
Hydra.
have proof. The guy fucking killed himself, and then you have this girl, and she killed herself. Not yet, but she will kill herself.
Depending on how long it
certain,
takes to
and
edit
then-
this, yeah.
And then like it proof if she kills herself, then we know it's factual, right?
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
But
That's why I don't think she will. I don't
but
think
this
they're gonna allow
moving
that to
pawns
happen.
and stuff like
But
that.
if she dies,
and I
if
know,
she dies, she has even if she kills herself, there's a kill switch where all these files go out.
well,
You guys seen the documentary, right?
yes.
I saw the first episode.
First episode. I don't want to spoil anything, but I do have to ask
Yeah,
this
spoil it,
question
I'll
just
go
to confirm. By the end of the series, when they actually had like the victims get their day in court, didn't they say all of his money was moved offshore? Mm-hmm. So that money's out there somewhere.
With
Offshore
no,
account.
somebody has that money.
His
It's not
family.
sitting
His
there.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they'll never get that because he did it the right way, not my
Listen,
right
if-
way, but in the
He
right
did
way
it,
of a
Listen,
business
you
person
gotta understand.
transferring his money to get away and be like, first of all, it's sketchy that he did it a week before he dies.
But-
He was like, I need a an attorney here, and I'm gonna give my kids, all this money, my family all this money, and I'm giving everything away, and then all of a sudden a week later you get killed,
Yes.
or not get killed. I'm sorry,
Kill yourself.
you hang yourself.
But think of it like you're working on such a high level of like schemes and like fucking laundering money and shit that obviously politicians are involved. That in this 500-page bill at the bottom of page 499, it's Jeffrey Epstein can fucking launder money through the Bahamas whenever he wants, and there he is just fucking passing millions through, and it's all getting laundered and taken care of.
So what I'm about to say here, I'm probably gonna have to bleep out, but I'm gonna have to edit this out. But what I heard about this whole thing, right? One pilot that I work with in aviation at my company
Oh boy.
came up to me, and he knew a guy who worked, and he said that when the rule was whenever it was on the flight, the doors of the fucking cabin had to be closed at all times, no matter what. No matter what, they
So
could
they
not
couldn't
open it.
interact with him. They
They could
just
not
flew,
open
and
up
that's
that
it.
door whatsoever, and that was the guy. I mean, it's a valid source. So I mean, it could be true, not true, but the guy's not gonna just say that just to say that.
I believe it because I've heard stories. I've read stories.
And that's not like a conspiracy thing. I'm not trying to be like, but that is what I heard literally 2 days ago, that the door had to be closed no matter what.
So what they're doing? Fucking? Like on the plane?
Whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
Mile High Club, you ever heard of it, pal?
Yeah, maybe.
That or like talking about shit.
Listen, we like to go camping for a sense of freedom. These people bought
Yeah, they
an
go on
island to
islands for
do
a sense of freedom.
what.
Maybe he just didn't want to be
do.
bothered with any fucking rubes. Like,
No, because he knew he was doing something shady, bro.
yeah, probably.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I heard
hold
stories
on.
that he's ditched Secret Service to get on the plane and go to that island.
That-
Imagine as an acting president, you were
Well,
flying. off
here's the
this
thing:
island.
after you retire or you're done being president, too, the Secret Service stays with you.
Yeah.
You're still a president.
Could you
So
imagine
you're still
what like
defended by the
Clinton's
Secret
Secret
Service at all
Service?
To the day
times.
day.
The day
Imagine
day.
they did
Yep.
a tell-all book.
Your family too,
Yep.
everybody.
Everybody, yeah. Yeah, because you still like have state secrets and shit.
Yeah.
You know,
And isn't it funny that fire that happened at the Clinton residence started in the fucking security room with all the computers and shit? Remember when their Chappaqua
Yeah.
house caught fire?
That's right.
Yeah, it happened in the security house where they kept all the fucking computers.
I don't like Chappaqua because they live
Yeah,
there. Like
neither
I've
do
never
I.
even been there, and I don't like that place.
Yep.
Just because of them.
Because it's got like a Native American name, but at the same time, it's only white people.
Did I ever tell you I ever met her? I met her.
I'd be shook if I met her.
Hillary?
Yeah.
Yeah, I met her. She came out of a plane that they chartered. She was in her campaign, her presidential campaign, and she had a 737, but she had to get her way back to New York, and she took one of the charters that was run through my company. And the plane comes in, door drops. You got three guys in fucking suits. They come out, and they have, they're very serious. You see the American pin, and you see the Secret Service seal, and I'm like, oh, okay, this has got to be somebody huge, right? She walks out, and I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. There she is. I'm like the Wicked Witch of the fucking East.
That was probably
And-
private security because I don't think
No,
they
Secret Service.
Nah, no.
if
Look
you're
that
running-
up. Look that up. I think
If you're
Secret
running
Service
for
does.
president, yeah.
No,
But once you're
when
not
you're
anymore, it's
running
over.
for a presidential, that was Secret
Yeah,
Service.
he was. It was
100%
During the
Secret
election,
Service.
this is during the election.
During the
Okay,
election.
so that makes sense.
She had to make her way. She had a 737, but she had to make her way back to New York. And then at that time too, she was also Secretary of State too. So mind you, that's also that wouldn't be Secret Service. That would be
No, just
Capitol
like
Police
Capitol
or something like that.
Police,
But it was Secret Service because she was running. But she came over and I was like, oh shit. So I shook her hand. I'm like, oh, I could get whacked at any minute. Huh? No.
It was
But,
nice recording a
You know,
podcast.
it
with
was
you
nice.
guys.
It was
Yeah.
nice.
I don't know
that-
these guys. They
It
just
was.
invited
I
me
mean,
over
almost
I gotta
somebody,
tell you,
but now
like,
we're
if-
nobodies.
Yeah.
If anybody who shouldn't scare me could scare me, if you locked me in a room with like Hillary Clinton and like she like started like tearing into me, like, I'd probably shit my pants.
Dude,
I
you
mean,
should
she's got a
turn
body
into a
count.
fucking lizard person and rip
Yeah.
your head off.
You heard it here first.
Like-
All we have to do is lock Cap in a fucking dark room
Yeah, with
with
a
a
little old
fucking
lady.
with a light shining on Hillary's fucking picture, and he's gonna be like
Not
fucking
a
Jim
picture.
Carrey
Not-
in the Batman as he's like, I'm Batman, and he's the Riddler, fucking acting like he's Batman.
No, I'm not that scared. Right?
Captain-
It
give
physically need to be her.
Give the captain a couple of drinks and I'll just puke on her.
If she sat right across from here and she just like took the chair
She
out, and
started
she's,
berating me. I don't know.
no,
how
she
to be able to
just
respond.
came through. She didn't say hi to you. She just walks
Could you
around here.
imagine if Hillary Clinton barged into a room that you're in? Everybody would be like, "What?"
No, I'll be like, hello, Mrs. Secretary, and just walk out.
Not the
guys,
secretary.
You guys
No,
see
but
that
she's
meme
always,
of her
no matter what,
in
if
a
you,
normal apartment?
Oh yeah.
It's like old woman. Old
Was it
rich
like
woman
Harlem or something like that?
It's like old rich woman sees middle
She has
class
the same look
apartment.
coming in.
2016 colorized, and she's like so fucking just astounded by like a normal living compartment.
it was like in the city, it was like Harlem or something like that. It
Yeah.
was like Section 8 housing. And she walks in, she's like,
Wow,
like, yeah.
people live like this.
it's like
My
the kid,
bathroom's bigger.
it's like the kid, like,
What a whore.
having fun. You know, it was, was it the kazoo kid? That's my favorite fucking thing.
Banjo kazoo.
Oh my god.
All right, what's next?
Yeah, what do you
Who's
got, Joe?
next?
What's next?
Wow.
What's next?
While
Are
you
we gonna
search
go
the
through
list,
every one of these topics.
I had my almost sober moment where I'm like, oh, we got really sad. What's fucked up is we're worrying so much about who could potentially be behind the scenes, who did what with who. None of that shit fucking matters because like all we do is focus on the perpetrators and not the victims. Like
True.
that's the
Oh,
problem
yeah,
with
well,
every
yeah.
massive shooting, every massive terrorist
point.
event. Like we're all looking for the information about who did it and nothing about who it happened to.
Nothing ever
that's just
gets
the
done to
happen drill.
actually change what
But I think
happens.
people are angry, so they're looking for who did it because they want them punished. you know?
Justice.
They
Yeah,
want
they
them
want justice.
punished,
People
but
want
also
justice
it's
served.
like
But the idea of justice,
Like it's
is
already
far
happened.
skewed.
There's nothing you could do about it. Now I want to make the bastard pay who did it. Like,
no, but that's how like we're trained to think right now because we need to react to things as opposed to like actually doing some
Proactively
work
or
and
stop
preventing them
things,
happening in the first
preventing
place. Yeah,
yeah, I get that. Yeah.
and
It's hard to,
honestly,
like-
if we thought more of like the people who were actually affected by like tragic fucking shit, like we had names and faces, like these are the people that got hurt. It's like it's easier to relate to like, oh, I can see Skaggs face down in a ditch somewhere because I've seen it before.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
I've seen
Recently.
it like that. No.
Put your shoe.
I've seen him like that too.
Case in point, I've seen it when we went to Nashville for Skaggs' bachelor party. Random German guy stumbling through the street. I'm like, do you know where you are? He's like, I know where I need to go. I'm like, do you know how to get there? He's like, no. Where are you going? Oh, I'm going to this bar, 3rd floor. I'm like, okay, that's not where the bar is. It's the other side of the street down a block. Grab my shoulder. I literally took a drunken German guy to a random bar I didn't know to bring him to his people.
You're good, man. Because I don't like. Oh, that's where you're going.
I was
you,
really
you
hoping
go
he had
there.
more female
See
friends.
ya.
Keep going straight until you can't go no more, buddy. If you went the wrong direction, that's your damn problem.
Yo, I saw a hitchhiker today.
really?
Swear to God.
Should have picked him
Over?
up.
In the middle of
Captain
downtown
Hitchhiker.
Stamford, bro, and the guy was like, I was like,
no one's
"How do
gonna pick
a
you up.
Fucking
Yeah. In
like,
2020,
Like, yeah, it's 2020, the middle of a pandemic. Like, who's picking you up right now?
Captain Hitchhiker. You should have picked him up.
Right?
Brought him here.
Yeah, we would have
Alright.
killed him.
Captain Sabo.
What do you got?
Oh man, what is this? This is Jeffrey Berman, U.S. Attorney of the.
Yeah, we
New
already
York-
talked about this stupid.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my god.
I don't know. A lot of these are like kind of like serious and depressing. I don't know.
No depressing shit.
Coming to
I
the
don't
end
know,
of the
man.
day,
So-
Made up.
I don't know. I saw that one article about like the Ford employees. They
Oh, yeah.
asked the company to stop making police cars.
What?
Yeah.
Wind up. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
You gotta wind up, Chris.
That's like
Let's
one of their
let's go.
biggest fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Market.
One of their
Yeah.
contracts.
Okay, stop making
What an
things, and
easy
now we lose our
contract,
jobs.
like-
Let's
Gosh
lose
darn
money.
it, they're gonna lose their
Yay.
jobs if they don't make those
So,
things.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
but the problem I have, somebody's still gonna make cop cars. So Dodge
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
gonna
Dodge.
take
Right.
the contract,
Right.
or Chevy's gonna take. Somebody else is gonna take the contract and reap all the benefits. Why would they let it go?
Right, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna lose their jobs.
For what?
Good job, you just lost your own job.
Yeah, and gave everybody else
Yeah.
a raise.
Yep.
What's next?
What is next? So yeah, unfortunately with these Glee stars, they all have like. this-
Fuck her. Next.
Glee?
Is that the chick that's
Yeah,
lost
I
in the
read
river?
that
That's
one.
right
I'm
now
sorry.
missing,
I don't mean
supposedly
that, but
drowned.
that's unfortunate, and
I mean,
that's way
fuck
too
that.
depressing.
Someone came
And
out
I
and
have
said,
no time to talk about that. You know, I feel bad for the kid that just fucking, you know, he has to grow up telling,
Thought
you know,
you
the
had
people
no
telling
time
like,
for
oh,
this.
you're, huh?
Thought you had no time for this.
No, I'm just saying.
Got nothing but time for it.
Shut the fuck up, nigga.
I feel bad for the kid that he has to grow up and is like, oh yeah, your mom drowned while you were just fucking eating bananas.
Jesus.
Yo,
Yeah.
DJ, what's next?
Oh man! So now you have Florida Governor Ron
Oh, this guy.
DeSantis.
Oh, my
just
God.
Reopening schools is the same as Home Depot and Walmart.
Because for most of the people who go to school in Florida, they will be working at Home Depot and Walmart.
Oh,
But right, nigga.
And all the followers.
I
and
don't
listeners
believe
from
that.
Florida.
I love Florida.
Good night, everybody. I think I'm done. Oh, it's
Hey,
really hot.
It is. It's hot down there.
Florida is a great state.
Yes.
Just wear your mask and stop complaining to your city council that it's against the rights, you fucking morons.
Yo, like no joke. Florida is the place of social distancing. Like if you want to go to a store, it's in a fucking strip mall. You're away from everyone. You're removed from everyone. You don't have to get out your car to get Starbucks, bro.
I
How
mean,
the fuck they still?
They
so
got
bad?
drive-through liquor stores.
Shut the fuck up.
No, they
Yeah,
don't.
they do.
Wait,
Well,
they
you don't
do
know
in
about
Florida?
this?
Yo,
What?
You don't know
I
about
thought it
this?
was only like New Orleans that had that.
No, I never even seen that in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Florida has
Yeah, New
drive-through
Orleans got that.
liquor
Has that, right?
stores.
Florida
yeah.
is so dependent on roads and cars. Like no joke. At like 11 o'clock at night, you can go to a deli, not get out your car, get all your zigzags, get all your cigarillos, get all your fucking gummies, nuts, fucking popcorn, whatever you want for the night, even milk, beer, all that,
Yeah.
never leaving your car.
Shit.
That's dope.
Is that new or has it always been like that?
It's
always
been like
been
that
like
for a
that.
long time, yeah.
Florida's a hell of a
I've
state.
been to Florida
And
plenty of
I'm
I'm
times.
not
I
gonna
never
lie,
noticed
it's
that.
actually I'm starting to come around now.
If you ever just Google like Florida man and
I was
just
gonna
read the
say,
top
yeah.
like 5, it's some wild
The most
shit.
outrageous
Oh,
people.
yeah.
If you guys want to laugh, we can do the Florida Man Challenge, where you Google Florida Man and your birthday.
All right, let's try that real quick.
oh, let's do it
Yeah.
right now. Let's go.
Yeah.
Trill's behind the ones and twos.
All right.
And the 3, 4,
Oh,
5,
this is
6, 7,
ridiculous.
8, 9,
I know I'm
0.
gonna have a guy who the guy who had
So what
bowel
is
All
it?
right, so
Florida
whose
man.
birthday? Florida man, and then put the date of your
You want to
birthday.
go in
right?
order?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
go,
We'll
go.
go reverse order.
No.
We
I
gotta-
know I had the guy
Yo.
with bath sauce eating the guy in
So
fucking
December-
All right, so
Miami
let's start
States.
with that. That sounds like
Okay.
a problem. Let's start with that. Yeah, Jamie, give your birthday.
So
December 12th, right?
You forgot
Yes,
your
sir.
birthday?
no,
Yo, your birthday's December 12th?
yes it is.
I know 3 people with birthdays leading up to your birthday the same week. We gotta figure something out.
You gotta put the year too, or no?
Nah, just do December 12th.
December 12th or no?
Naked Florida man with crossbow.
Oh, what
This
is
will be me.
this?
Look, the first one, naked Florida man with crossbow.
Holy shit! Deputy cleared for shooting naked man armed with crossbow who claimed aliens were after him.
Next
Happy birthday, Jamie!
Let's
There you go. There goes
Wow.
your man.
Look at this guy.
There goes
He looks
your
like one of
man.
your Pornhub actors.
He looks like a Picasso. Look at that nose.
Oh my god.
All right, Cap, what's you?
November 12th. Naked Florida man.
Go ahead, you read it, Cap. It's your birthday.
Naked Florida man with video sneaking into restaurant and munching on ramen. You had to be naked.
Looks like a skeleton.
You did that with your clothes on.
All right, Justin, let's go.
Oh my
Take out the 12th and put the 8th.
Oh, this one sounds
Oh
whack.
yeah, that doesn't sound good.
I'm
Oh, the
good.
bottom one. Cops bust man who said name was Bend Over.
Look at this Florida man birthday challenge. There's a website for
Whoa, they all have crooked nose.
It's a conspiracy.
Look at that.
All right, so you want me to read it?
No.
All right,
Let's
They're
go.
not naked. It's a bit
Who's
whack.
next?
Javier
Javier.
was born in March, so there's gonna be some good ones in March.
Was it March?
Especially
assuming.
because the day before my birthday this year was when basically every state locked down. So March 28th.
March 28th.
It's the end of the world.
Oh, this looks good.
Coldplay.
Florida man who
Florida-
allegedly. Go ahead, you read it. It's your
Florida
birthday.
man who allegedly threatened family with Coldplay lyrics and standoff after SWAT promises and pizza. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, there is some prophetic shit with this game we're playing right now.
Look how happy those SWAT members
Look at them,
are. They have pizza. What kind of pizza is that?
Guy.
Honey? What?
It's pizza in Florida, so it
Okay.
doesn't count.
It
Okay,
does not
true.
count.
True.
Unless that shit came from New York, then I can understand ending a standoff that way.
All right, let's do mine. May 1st.
Drunk Florida man.
Let's do Pussycat.
Drunk Florida man kicked out of what? Kicked out of library. Told cops he was Jason Bourne.
Oh my god.
I can see me doing that. All right, Trill, do
All
yours,
right,
bro.
Trill, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
boy. Let's see.
Let's go naked man.
Oh, let's see.
Wait, I'm the only one that had his clothes on?
Nah.
Sucks for you.
Me and Jamie are the only ones that have naked guys.
Oh, what the
Liquor
fuck is
shop,
this?
alright?
Oh my god.
Good.
Sorry.
Sounds
Florida,
like something I would do.
Florida man wrecks liquor shop, flames caterpillar. Like
Bravo.
the bug or the fucking the crane
Bravo.
company.
Oh, look.
Oh no, look up.
Oh shit, yeah.
Alice in Wonderland.
A Florida man arrested for destroying a liquor store under construction told police he was Alice in Wonderland and that a hookah smoking caterpillar ordered him to attack the site. I think he won.
I
one's-
appreciate
the best for last,
Yeah.
huh?
if you look closely at the text. I can appreciate the SEO that went into this article because one, Caterpillar, and the first sentence actually includes construction in the title. This is how we have to get with our podcast. This is the level of inception we have to get with our fucking hashtags,
Yeah.
phrases.
So it's all bullshit, right? Sounds like it's too convenient. I don't know.
Well, the
Construction.
thing is with Florida, all those criminal records are public.
True.
I'm too high for this shit.
As he hits another fucking dab rip.
Damn.
No, they ain't that.
I don't know. Did you say you were putting dab in it or something?
I already did my dab.
Good boy, good boy, good man. All right, what's next, man? What we got next? We got another hour of this.
Oh
I shoot
man.
full 3 hours.
Holy
Pretty much everything on the list.
Oh man, we hit the list. Maybe that's
we
it then.
hit
Fuck.
the list.
All right.
fellas.
All right, so I'm
really?
gonna just
Where
throw
do you
this
call
out.
it?
I'm gonna throw this out to our listeners, viewers, followers, stalkers. One day,
If you're stalking us, we'll have 50 cent throw a fucking chair at your
how
head.
about next time we do a fucked up Friday? We'll post. We'll let you know, and we'll let you ask us questions on Instagram.
Oh, 21 questions?
Yeah.
All right.
Not even 21 questions. Hopefully, we get to 21 questions.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
21
one.
viewers.
We know how we have 21 stupid friends, so we can
Yeah.
just get them. And do
do me a favor. Go on. Go look at De Blasio's efforts against gun violence. He wants citizens of this great city to band together and fight against gun violence.
With what?
Fucking
We're gonna throw
hysterical.
flowers at people.
You think
Yes,
I'm
I'll
gonna?
show up with
You
my
think I'm
gun.
gonna fight against people with fucking weapons?
What is it, the block?
Yeah.
Can't
I'm-
even because they took them all away. You could barely have a gun in New York City.
De Blasio putting De Blasio
Against gun violence?
against gun violence. Yeah. His plan against gun
I
violence.
bet you they're gonna use. Yeah, they're gonna fucking punish law-abiding gun owners. Meanwhile, it's illegal
It's
people.
up 40%.
yeah,
Illegal, I don't mean
That's
illegal people, like
prevention.
illegal gun
right there.
owners.
The New York
one?
Post. Yeah.
Let's see.
That's ABC News.
No, not that. ABC News, stupid.
He said
Don't you know your ABCs?
ABC.
The New York Post is really fucking crazy, dude. They're entertaining, but they're pretty fucking nuts.
They're establishment shills.
No, the Post is like is
Mayor
the Post fucking
Bill
Republican?
de Blasio on Friday fighting
Get
outlined
his fucking
a
ugly face
plan
out of here.
to try to stem the city's surge in shootings that will rely in part on unharmed civilians who will hit the streets to help break the cycle of.
Wow.
Human
Gonna
shield.
send unarmed, human
Yeah,
shield.
human shield. Nice.
You guys voted for him.
I didn't vote for that fucking guy.
I'm not saying you
I
guys.
didn't vote for him either, so you can.
Talking to New York. You guys voted for this guy.
Yeah, but when I buy a weapon and they start fucking.
Isn't it
Popping
just
off.
crazy, Cap, that they're gonna like I know they're gonna try and use all these shootings to pass more legislation to make it harder to get a gun. The legal fucking gun owners are not the ones doing the shooting. So why do you keep making laws affecting them? Does that make any sense? Like
disarmed.
It almost seems like they're letting these shootings happen on purpose
to
use as an excuse.
It goes from defund the police to disarm the police.
That never happened.
No, that's never
That
gonna
would be
fucking happen.
fucking retarded. Yeah.
But
What do you call London PD?
Yeah, it's
don't got
been
guns.
done.
Yeah, but
Well,
their
also,
emergency
too-
response people are
Yeah.
fucking beasts.
And also, too, their gun violence is like down.
But
They're
there's
also
still
the
gun
size of,
violence
like,
for
two
somewhere that's
states.
not
That's
supposed to
all I
have
mean.
any guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I
No,
mean,
but there's
if
always
you're
gonna
gonna
be
talk
gun
about
violence
stats, you have to
yeah.
look at the stats for what it is because it is the truth.
Yeah, that's the captain's strength, though, bro. He doesn't look at any stats.
Oh,
It's just-
okay. Oh, his name is Captain No Stats.
Just all
yeah.
glam. Just all glam.
Captain No Research.
Yeah.
Yo, put the guns away, bro.
Yeah, at least
I'm
Captain's always
referring to his
strapped. He's
arms.
got
I'm
two.
referring to his arms.
Always strapped with two.
222s.
But I'm not gonna go dark with this, but like the whole defund the police. What I find annoying is that maybe in like a few months or whatever, they're gonna use that as an excuse to defund the police. But really, all they're gonna try to do is gonna slash a budget somewhere.
Yeah.
Just to
That's
make
all
money.
they're doing. Yeah.
They're gonna build this up to the point where
Nothing gets
they can get away
changed
with it.
ever.
Yeah.
Nothing gets
That was
changed.
that was
ever.
one of my posts the other day. It's like, go ahead, paint your Black Lives Matter mural on the ground. You use taxpayer money to do that. Why don't you use taxpayer money to actually help communities in the city
You would think, huh?
that need help? Instead, you're doing a political statement, right? And when I found out that it was taxpayer money, at first I thought it was like a fundraiser, raise enough money to paint the mural on the ground. I would have been fine with that because it's like, people did that.
It was a fucking public
It's
works
like-
project.
Right. If it's instead
and
it was
Rec.
our tax money paid for a political stunt, is what it is.
Yeah.
But that's all it is. It's a Black Lives Matter mural
And
on
the
the ground
city's
in
in
front
debt.
of Trump's building to piss him off because it's a political statement.
Where did they find
How
the
the
money
fuck
if we're
is
broke?
that? How can they use our tax money for political games against each other?
What annoys me is, like, okay, you want to do a big message, but that message is just gonna get driven over every day, constantly.
Yeah.
That too.
On a very
It's a
busy
good point.
street. So
Symbolically,
your
yeah.
message is just gonna get literally treaded on.
Yeah.
What do you think?
But also think of this: who was asking for a federal bailout because the city's broke? De Blasio and fucking Como. The city's broke.
yeah.
Yet we have enough money to do this stunt. We're
That's
throwing away
all-
money as
the
a
only-
political stunt
all this
in a
stuff.
broke state.
All this stuff is doing is they're just like pandering. They're not actually putting any fucking work into anything to fix things for anybody. They're just go ahead, change the name of the Redskins. It's not gonna actually do anything for anybody. It's just gonna make people feel. It's gonna make white people feel more woke. That's it. It's not gonna actually help anybody in any way whatsoever.
Placebo. I don't know. No. Smoke
Yeah,
screens,
there you go.
distractions.
It's a placebo. They're not actually like sending any workers to fix something for anybody.
That shows,
What the
shows
hell?
out
There's
here.
no problems. There's only solutions.
Yeah.
What happened? His camera died over there.
This camera died, so I'm gonna hold this up for the next hour.
Die.
Oh
Alright.
shit!
Oh, it's-
Are all the
it's
cameras
done?
dead?
Yeah,
We still
it's
got
done.
this
Yeah.
camera right here.
No, we got two cameras running right now.
Yeah.
They haven't made the technology that can keep up with this.
Small
podcast.
small production, but
With this fucked up.
we
Friday.
had one go down. We had another go down.
If you can hold
I know.
still perfectly for 10 seconds, I can just repeat that and my arm can go back down.
Nah, fuck that. Work your arm off, bro.
Nah, man, if you were sitting on my right side, this wouldn't be so difficult.
Well, that's your Beetle farm.
So the cap, you're done.
It's hot.
That's it.
Hey, you got.
Yeah, you want to just
Yeah, let's call it here, boys.
call it here because this is
We
this is
do.
a
We
had
great
a really
episode.
good. Yo.
That's it.
This is a good episode, man.
It's
Yeah.
still Friday,
Clear
so
the
we don't
list.
have to go anywhere.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
That's
No,
about
but we're gonna
5
hang
minutes,
out.
about 25
and
minutes.
we're
We can
literally
hang
gonna,
out and turn my room back into a fucking room,
Yeah.
and we can
Yeah.
chill.
Turn the air conditioner on.
Yeah.
or we can just go home.
We'll leave that up to be a mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just
You'll have to tune
We'll
into
figure
the
it out.
after show.
yeah.
Go ahead, boys.
And the
shit.
after show is
This guy.
Beam us up,
Let's do it.
boys.
Beam us away, Scotty.
Away.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you guys. We have Captain Chris over here. We have Skaggs from Two Do Men. We have Javier, Justin,
Yeah.
myself, Jamie from wow,
Tree.
I was supposed to say Two Doom Men.
You
From
son of a
Trillboy.
bitch.
We also have Trillboy over here. His camera just cut out. Small production. We don't know what the fuck we're doing, but we're trying our best, you know.
all good.
We have Trillboy did a great job with the topics. Did a great job as producer. He's getting the Lobby podcast. You can catch him on.
You could catch me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and surprisingly, this week we will be starting YouTube video.
YouTube, all right. And where can we catch Two Doom
That's
Men?
that guy. He's a
Oh
product
boy,
placement.
Two Doomed Men on Instagram at Two Doomed Men _podcast, and then Facebook and YouTube is Two Doomed Men, and you can catch us on Apple iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
Sweet. And you can catch Three Pendejos at Instagram at,
3 Pendejos official.
and you can catch us on email at,
3pendejosofficial@gmail.com.
yes, you can catch all our content on Spotify, Apple Podcast, Spotify. Did I say
said that,
Spotify?
Spotify.
I already said that.
Apple
iTunes,
Podcast,
YouTube,
iHeartRadio.
If you didn't know, they're on Spotify.
Spotify.
YouTube, and iHeartRadio.
And Google Play Podcast, I believe.
Are we on there too? Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool. This
we
is good.
everywhere.
Yeah, we usually do this about once a month, but thank you guys for joining. You guys have a great fucking podcast going on,
So do you.
where you can be, Republican, Democrat, and still come in the middle and be friends. And then
It's the
Getting a
liquor.
Lobby podcast is fucking funny too. It's a great podcast.
Yes, sir.
Talk about some like
Conspiracy
conspiracy theories, tin hats on all times.
Yo.
pop culture
Yo.
shit, you know.
This guy over here,
I'll get in the lobby, bro.
you got
Yo,
he's got to
let's
come
get-
in.
no,
right
You
in
gotta
the
let him in.
hole.
You gotta let him in.
Right the
But,
rabbit hole.
Yeah, this is a great episode, fellas. This is a good time. Thank you guys for doing this. This is fucking
fun.
awesome.
Dude, we couldn't wait to do one.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, till the next time, thank you guys for joining in. Have a good time. Peace out.
Everybody say bye.
Later.
Hasta luego.
Bye.
Deuces. Yeah, Trill, you got to sign us off, though.